show. Raise your glass high, feel the bass thump. In the smoky realm, let your heart jump. Heavily drinking, heavenly smoking. Yeah, we flow in the screen utopia where the good vibes. Grow. Drinking like that flame in a foggy cloud, no need for shame. Sipping slow and taking it high underneath this mango sky. Pass the bottle down the line. Smoke so sweet, it's simply divine. Laughter's echo on the breeze, moving through these coconut trees. Heavily drinking, heavily smoking, living life without a token. In this garden where we'll play for the Grove Variety Show today. Cool the fire, fuel your dreams. In this life, it's what it seems. A moment long and endless nights where the vibes are always right. Spark the green that sees the mind.
Oh, here.
Leaving all those worries behind. Hearts are light and spirits free.
What's that?
Come together, you and me. Heavily drinking, heavily smoking, living life without a token. In this garden where we'll play for the Grove Variety Show today.
That's okay. Okay. Ain't like I ain't ate your shit before.
Heavily drinking, heavily smoking, living life without a token.
Here's something we hope you'll really like.
Don't be such a square. Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Smoke herb to the haze, smoke haze to the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the sour diesel, and I ain't feeling Chief, I smoke herb to the haze.
How are we supposed to follow that?
To the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the sour diesel.
once stepped on a bee.
I smoke perp to the haze, smoke haze to the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the sour diesel, and I ain't feeling.
Brutal Monkey is right. All the uploading takes hours.
Oh.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
And now,
Impressive. Most impressive.
Where we at? Good morning. Good morning, Steven. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Kick. Good morning, Twitch. How's everyone doing out there? I hope you are enjoying yourself. Hey, where's my music? 666666666. There we go. Let me just get everything situated. There we go. Everything is perfect. Let me get my beer together, as a matter of fact. Got my beer delirium here filled up. I hope y'all are enjoying yourself on this sauced up Sunday. Lollipop the crop. Dang. That's what I had to do. I gotta upload the footage into this mofo. So I'll probably try and do that while we're watching a video or something. Damn stupid. That's what I was trying to do earlier. Dang. Foam my beer up and everything. Well, cheers. Got my amber lager. Let me go ahead and... Do I need this? Yeah, you can't see my homie. Oh, you don't need it. All right, cool. We good. I'll let him rest. Yeah, definitely good morning, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Having problems with the tunes, I see. What's going on here? I'm not being able to jam. I got an action-packed day for you. I was out in the garden earlier finishing up the footage for the garden update that we're going to have. And I'm slightly disappointed. I really thought the plants would be double the size that they are right now. So I think actually after this year, I'm gonna take a soil test just to make sure everything's going well. This might be the mush period of regenerative growing, and I have to basically reapply aeration into it just to make sure everything is going smooth and full cylinders. But I'll know after everything is harvested, like what plants, where you at? Yeah, about that tall. So I say about like 2 feet. That's what I'm kind of guessing, 2 feet, 28 inches. But I definitely thought they would be about, what's that, 60 inches. But just to warm us up, get us into everything. I also have a beer obstacle course, a backyard beer obstacle course, which I thought would be funny as crap to watch. Be very interesting. I always enjoy seeing people being inebriated, smoked up, drunked up, whatever, and trying to do normal functions under those conditions. So I figure there's plenty of laughs. We get to place our bets on the teams, and yeah, it'll kind of be an interactive thing. So then with the garden update, oh, nice. Way to go, Steve. You started a bong grow for YouTube. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me go ahead and gear up YouTube. We might check that out. Yeah, we might actually end up checking that out. There we go. Yeah, I don't care if you see my YouTube stuff. That don't bother me. Yeah, I'm just gearing that up. I'm just charging up YouTube. Oh, shit. That might be a problem. I see we dropping zip friends. I hope that helped. All right, yeah, we'll check that out. I'd like to see the bong grow. I definitely think everybody else would too. Oh no, what happened? Internet was going great. What stopped? Thank goodness I'm recording this crap. Like, if anything ever goes wrong, if the streams suck, the replay will always be on locals.com. I back all of the live streams up to that. The recorded version where it's no interruptions due to internet interference or anything if you ever want to check them out. Okay, so Steven, I planted a Rosetta Stone. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. It was the Brothers Grimm sale. I was saying the other week, I think last week, that it was the Greenhouse and the Neville's Haze. No, that's what it was. It was the sale that the Brothers Grimm seeds were having. So you planted a Rosetta Stone and an 18-inch, whoa, and a bong, and you're gonna see. That is a great idea. I think that is a great idea because I forget the name of the dude. Green Magic Garden, I want to say, for some reason. He does a lot of solo cup grows, and he'll grow, regular plants in a solo cup all the time. But he said people get mad at him for doing that, but he's got so many seeds he can't afford to do that. This is for YouTube to shock the eye, but that's exactly what that would be. That sounds like a million view idea. Carolina Greenery, my fault. I'm sorry about that. How you doing, Carolina Greenery? Let me finish pouring this beer up and cheers. This is what New Trail, Amber Crisp Amber, excuse me. New Trail, Crisp Amber, Amber Lager, kind of orangey. Okay, everything's on. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Cheers, Carolina Greenery. All right. Yeah, let's get in this obstacle course, shall we? Let's get into this Ribby Boy Green Magic. I'm unfamiliar with Ribby Boy Green Magic. Is that a strain that almost sounds like soil to me? I'm sorry about that. Let me get into this. I'm jamming too hard. Where we at? All right. Let's hope this works fine. Let's go, baby. Oh no, that didn't work fine. Oh no.
What is up, beautiful faces of the internet? My name is Jordan, aka J10, and welcome to our first official backyard beer game competition, a multi-sport beer drinking obstacle course game. We test players' speed, agility, hand-eye coordination, and of course, beer chugging skills.
What do you think? What do you think about that? Beer chugging obstacle course, checking speed, coordination. I forgot the other criteria. But this was something I don't want to be in. I'd actually love to be in something like this. Hold on, let me keep the tunes going, but turn down pretty darn low. There we go. Okay, that should do a little bit better. Yeah, I want to do this bad. How am I getting less frames? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I seem to be doing a bad job on this live stream as far as internet consistency goes. I have the Ethernet hooked up, and I have no clue what's going on. So let me try and lower how much I'm outputting, and maybe that should get us back situated to where we want to be. Alright, so let's try 7. Streaming at 7,000. And that should help everything, I hope. That way I'll give the audience a better stream. Ta-da! Okay, getting better. There we go. So, beer drinking competition. I wanted us to hear the rules real quick. But as a matter of fact, let's fire it up real quick. That's not it.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
There we go. Let's fire it up. I got this being action-packed and hilarious. And my 2 cups of coffee to bring me up. And I guess the weed and the beer is going to bring me back down. But I'm sure I'm going to get my ab workout on right here. So let's continue. Oh, yeah.
Today we have multiple teams compete for the ultimate prize, solid gold, one of a kind trophy worth hundreds and hundreds of pennies from Amazon, and also be competing for the beer game champion.
Ribby Roy. Okay, that's his name. All right. Green Magic Gardening. Okay, it was. I thought I had the name wrong. Thank you so much, Steven.
Please drink a lot of water and please drink responsibly.
Cheers.
For course number 1.
Yeah, thank you, Carolina.
3 chances to make
Cheers.
into the barrel to move on. Next, you'll run over where you must make 5 mini hoop shots. And onto cornhole. You get 4 chances to make 1 ringer. Make 1.
Oh, shoot.
And lastly is flip cup. You drink, you flip, your time ends. It's that simple.
Okay, hold on. Let me move this down. My fault. There we go. Now that's a little bit better. Okay, so let's see. Jug of beer. And then what? 3 chances to make 1 Nerf ball. What, a Nerf basketball or the football crap? Okay. This is a good game. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm very interested in this. I'm still dropping frames. What the fuck? I'm still dropping frames.
And if you miss all your shots from the first or third obstacle, it'll be 3 seconds each added to your total time. Course number 2. You'll start off once again by chugging a beer, then you'll pull a Jenga piece. Next, you'll have 3 chances to throw a dart inside the middle circle of the dartboard. And now you're on a beer
Thank
pong.
you.
You will shoot the ping pong balls into the cup until you make
Okay.
it. You'll chug the beer, bounce the ball into the cup, where you will have 3 shots to knock the bottle off the trash can using the frisbee. Finally, you'll run to the table, grab your last Jenga piece, place it on top where your time will end. Again, 3 seconds will be added to each obstacle you fail to complete. Teams with the fastest times and the most points after the first 2 courses will move on to the championship race. An 8 obstacle head-to-head race for the trophy. Alright, we gotta get underway now. We got 4 teams. Coach Popovich. Coach, wait. Sorry, we have 4 teams of 2. First team, Coach Papa Top. Second team, Coach Papa Bitch. Wait. Second team, Team Papa Bitch. These Spurs ain't made for walking. And our final team is Team Long Hair Do Not Care.
I forgot I'm supposed to be loading this video up. Okay.
Hello. We're about to get these games started and underway. We have 4 teams competing today. Teams of 2. Let's get it.
It's also recording.
That's okay.
Okay. Now here comes the shenanigans. I'm already anticipating. He's been waiting to drink the whole time. He had that warm beer. He's trying to get something cold in his mouth. I like his spirit already. Here we go.
You know that? That's awesome. I'm sure it is. I hope it is. Okay, I'll tell you when to start. When it start. Off those balls. All right, ready? Okay.
Hey, on the counters, huh? Like on Virgo, right?
So, you know, I have a blowhorn. We'll get it in a second, but so go ahead and count me down. We're recording.
Ready? Set. Go.
No pressure. No pressure at all.
more no. He did. I'll be there. Take your time. That was. Let's go, 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 go. Take your time. Off the backboard. Off the backboard. You're good. One, two, three. Take your time. Hold two at a time. Off the backboard. Go, go, go. You're good. Yeah. Okay, up next, Team Coach Papa Top. You're up, buddy. Fuck yeah. Anyone one of those bags? Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go. Chug, chug, chug. All right, we got Alex here. First toss. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Second toss, a miss. There it is. Keep going. Run, run, run. Every second counts, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 2, 4. That's 5. Okay, on to the next one. Gotta make one. Only 4. Throw 4. Gotta make 1. Second toss is a miss. Not too hard. You've been working up in the gym. I've been seeing it. It's all right. It's all right. Run, run. We got it. You got it. TJ is ready. TJ will make up for it. I hope so.
Okay, are we back? There we go.
All right, take your time.
I'm back. Where am I?
Keep going. Take your time.
Okay, yeah.
The wind is going out here.
All right, my fault. I was trying to upload the garden video and I only had 2 ports, so I had to take the microphone out for a sec. I wanted to ask, what do y'all think about the team so far? Now it's the first team. Now we're on to the second team, so I kind of missed my time, but what are your thoughts so far? Is this decent or not? I hope it's decent. And hash obstacle, that's it. I want to do something similar to this. I'm working on it. The main thing, the main problem I'm having right now is I don't necessarily have the correct tables I want to use for it. I basically want like nightstand tables, but I don't have 5 of them or 6 of them to do these obstacles. Now, this was an interesting twist. I didn't watch this prior. I do have a cornhole set, so I could do that. Like the most creative thing I really have, and realistically, I got a pretty decent sized backyard, but I was going to try and strategically place everything almost like a baseball diamond or whatever, make like a S around, and I guess finish with like making it a figure 8, but having to go to each point and do some kind of obstacle just to see how it will work out. So I didn't think of a balance contest, and I do have a lot of wood, long planks of wood, to be able to like have to get on something and walk across it. So that's something I can also incorporate. It's just a lot of good research in this, but you're right. We do need some kind of hash obstacle. At every obstacle, take another hit of hash, and then have to continue on. Mine was more of a smoking version. I don't really know how to extend it because I wanted to incorporate edibles into it, like eat an edible in the beginning and then chug a beer. And hopefully by the time you go through enough obstacles, like the last 2, the edible should kick in, which adds an extra layer to like the last 2 obstacles. But I don't really know how to quantify that. So I'm still iffy on it, but hash, I never thought of the concentrate part. Where am I at? Eat an edible in the beginning, chug a beer. spin in place like with the baseball bat on your forehead type thing and then run. Then it was you have to roll a joint and then smoke it. I guess chug a beer, run to the next obstacle, roll like 2 joints, smoke both of them, chug a beer, run to the next. But actually, probably by that point, if it's I only had, I think, the rolling joints twice. I don't really have the sheet of paper with me, this everything else on it. I wanted to take another edible, but still that would make me have to extend the obstacle and I almost run out of obstacles. Take a bong hit, but I guess the bong hit could be like just straight hash. So that's a good one. Yeah, I can't remember the other 2 obstacles. I only had about 6 of them. But basically from start to finish, kind of like one of those cereal box mazes. Kind of one of those kind of routes. It'll be like an S or figure 8, like I'm saying, when it's all said and done. But hash is a good point.
Take your time. There it goes. Wind stopping. It's all right, yeah, go right there. You're good. Go, 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 go. All right, CJ got a lot of time to make up right here. Some rough ones, okay? Hold 2. Hold, yeah, hold 2. And TJ. Oh, it's all right. That is a penalty. That is a penalty.
Oh, nice. There we go. There's actually a penalty too. Nice. I kind of like that addition, but
Texas cornhole. Take your time. Take your time. Get in there. Get in there.
I have something similar, but my son broke it. Okay.
That is a penalty plus 3. Okay, make it the next one. It's the real deal. Holyfield.
This isn't bad.
Take your time.
And oh yeah, the other thing about the obstacle course, it would just be me doing it too. I don't have a group of people out that like to drink and smoke and be athletic. But me, that's asking a lot. And without bringing a bunch of kids too.
Shoot you. You have 3 throws. After 3, run. If you miss all 3, go. On this one? Okay. Yeah. That one is 4, because think about a corner. You got 4 in the game.
I don't have a judge either.
Yeah, if you miss. All right. We're getting ready to kick off round 3 of the first obstacle course.
Sorry, now that I'm looking at this, I would actually need 3 cameras. I would want like an overhead camera, like showing the entire obstacle course in its entirety. Then I would need a camera at each obstacle, so that could be the main focus in the frame. Then I would want either me running with like a GoPro on or whatever, like Hardcore Henry, or either someone getting the side of me as I'm running across. But I don't have the camera person, so I'm still trying to figure out how to work it out.
All right, up next we have Team Papa Bitch.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So it's just the 2 teams. I'm going with the black team.
We are off.
But like, I don't know if they have the same colors. Yeah, this is the same team, yeah. It's like a red team and a black team.
Take your time, go. She makes her second attempt, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
And speed is very, very essential.
Yeah, cut off those extra seconds in running. Okay, she seems to be pretty decent at recovering to the next challenge. So I can incorporate cornhole. That is something else. Go, girl. Oh, she got her hand on her. She's pledging allegiance with the beer. I thought she was going to put like her hand on her back like a girl and just drink it.
Hey, it is her teammate. She can do whatever she wants. To win, taking a little bit of time, but hopefully it pays off in the end.
Oh, cut flip. Oh, that's a good one. That's a cheap way to get one done. Okay. So we can incorporate hash and edibles. We can do that too. I have something similar to this. Nice. Jose Canseco. He put his hand on his stomach. Oh no, he's got the raptor arm. Okay. Nice. First shot. Let me go into the chat real quick. What do y'all think so far? Tom, good morning. We're watching a little beer obstacle course, and it's pretty intricate. As much as you think a beer obstacle course is just, I guess, pranks. I like what they're testing out of here and seeing most of these people's motivation, how much they can handle and how focused they are. This is giving me a lot of inspiration for the 420 obstacle course that I've been working on for probably like 2 or 3 weeks. Since we've been watching these competitions, it's kind of inspired me to even want to do something. I've tried to come up with what most of the things were that we were going to do. And this has added like, probably this has helped double what I've already gotten. Like as much as I've already created on my own, just watching this, 9 minutes has given me just as many ideas as I had before watching it. So this has really, really helped. It's given me an idea of what this really actually looks like and what it really requires, which is something that I couldn't necessarily grasp on my own. So I'm glad to see this. Finding something to eat after getting high. I get you. Yeah, all the cabinets. It's what's that Ninja Warrior style. There's a lot of upper body strength in that, and going into the refrigerator. You're right about that. You might need a headband for that one, the Muncie obstacle course. But I think this would be hilarious. And also the other thing I was about finding people who was doing this, saying I don't have people who fit the drink, smoke, and athletic requirement is also they aren't going to want to be embarrassed if something happens. They're going to be like, yeah, don't put me on this if they like fall over or knock something over. So it's really going to be left on me. I don't really care, and hopefully something happens that I can't foresee to add to the production value. I'm trying to keep it humorous, so I wouldn't even mind if I'm the object of that humor. That'd be fine with me. The hash, that's a big help too. So Steven, that was a real good idea. And a Munchie obstacle course. I wouldn't want to do all that by myself. At that point, I'd want it to be somebody else. Like after we do all this running around and drinking and smoking in the obstacle course, to have to eat like 10 chicken wings or something like that, 10 hot wings, something would be pretty decent. Or a hot dog eating contest or something at the end of it. That would be really funny, but I don't know if I could put myself through all of that. Like I might die, and who's going to turn the camera off? We'll see. But this is definitely inspiring. I got to basically list all the thoughts down individually and see how I can incorporate it. Take what I can use and get rid of the rest. You know what I mean? Okay.
That's pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. All right.
I'm still talking.
Up next, team long hair don't care. Jesse and JT.
Oh shoot.
Got a tough obstacle ahead of them, but they can pull it out.
It's a third team. I don't remember this.
Everybody, cameras queued up. All right,
This
guys,
better be good.
Up next, team long hair don't care. You ready to go? Ready, set, go.
Still got any problems.
JT, very big chugger around these parts. Take your time. I grab more than one ball. Go. Good job. Down to the second obstacle. Let's go. Backboard is your friend. He's a pro. Keep going.
Thank you.
Go. Take your time. This could be.
Thank
Could be
you.
everything. Take your time. Second shot of the miss.
Hopefully this helps.
Don't matter. Fuck it. I mean, it can't matter at these times.
And the cup flip, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's huge too. I gotta use that. I definitely gotta use the cup flip. That's an easy little obstacle to throw in there. So I'm gonna need more tables on top of that.
Go. He's on. All right, on to Jesse.
Okay.
Good time right here. One, he's in. Go. That does count, ladies and gentlemen. Pops out. That's what she said. All right. Dude, let's go. If you catch Jesse at the local arcades, you should be good at this. Go.
Okay. Okay.
Avid cornholer. No pun intended. Let's go. Run it. Jesse, very
No
calm.
pun intended.
To see if he can finish.
Come on, but dang.
Jesse, stop. Woo! Hold on now.
Okay, and I need a timer. I never thought of that either.
1:32:54.
I think it would be nice to just have a running clock in it.
You may want to? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot to take in.
That was crazy. 1:32:54. Let's check the scores here, guys. Want to thank everybody for coming, first of all.
Hey, this is good. I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
We're like at the halfway mark.
So the fastest time will get 4 points.
Okay.
Second fastest time will get 3 points. So on and so forth. 3, 2, and after an epic first round. In first place, we have JC and Jesse with 4 points. In second place, we have myself and Ashley. Following up in third, we have Josh and Celeste, 2 points. And in last place, we have TJ and Alex with 1 point.
There's a video of them eating Jolly Ranchers. Hold on, the frames. Okay, they did get better. Okay, shoot. How is my internet struggling? I don't get it. I took everybody's Ethernet out and only plugged mine in.
Oh yeah, someone does have to do that.
And like 2 out of 3 weeks, it hasn't guaranteed me a good connection.
Can you go stand by it and put it back up? Oh shit, you're fucking. Honestly, you probably I may just add like 20 seconds to your phone. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll figure that out. You don't want to do that. Take your time with that.
Don't do that, sir.
If you can't. Oh no. Yeah, I think just about a thing because you can't set it back up. Okay. Cameras ready? Cameras rolling?
Okay.
All right, bro.
What he's got chug off? Oh, she.
On your mark, get set, go. Let's run it.
Come on, baby.
We got Team Long Hair Don't Care going first.
Woo. Oh, drunk Jenga. Oh, I got a giant Jenga too.
Go ahead. Go.
Okay.
Going on to the beer pong part of this course. Gotta make one and gotta drink it. Keep shooting.
Gotta make it and drink it.
Yeah, drink it. Gotta just bounce it right in.
Oh, like quarters?
Alright, go. Go to the frisbee, back here to the frisbee. You know, I should have had him run around that. Okay.
Oh, ring toss?
Alright, go. You're good. Put it on the Jenga. And on to Jesse.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Put it on. You can use one hand to pull it, one hand to pull it off.
Oh, this is crucial. Oh, man.
No, not like that. It's okay.
They got to do rounds of this? I might die.
Is a dart champion.
There's too much sun.
Jesse just taking his sweet time. He thinks he has this competition in the bag, and you know what? I respect
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you got a lot of bravado. I noticed that.
Oh, but he can't bounce.
Come on, baby. It's that height. He got such an advantage in life. This is good. Oh, okay.
That damn sunscreen off that trash can. Son of a. And on the Jenga, on the Jenga. Come on, time to get a stop. Team long hair, don't care. Putting up a good little round here. Find one, and stop.
Okay.
Good timing.
So what is 3 rounds of this?
134 plus 3 seconds. Okay, it's okay. Actually, wait, no, plus 6 seconds. You missed that one too.
Oh, I'd love to see this.
Up next, Team these Spurs are made for walking.
Yeah, the Popovich. Huh?
All right. See if we can pull this out here.
Oh, him?
Today, but I'm coming from my own.
How did he get in it? How did he skip everything? This seems unfair. It took 10 minutes to open a Jolly Rancher. Okay. Oh my goodness. I've been there before. Dang. Dude came to play. Yeah, I don't know if I could do like 2 or 3 rounds of this. Uh-oh. Come on. Nice. One hit a quitter. Come on. Shh. Come on. Nice. She's gonna knock it off. Shoot. Oh, so she, okay.
All right. It's close. It's coming down to the wire, guys. It's close.
Yeah, I thought she lost it kind of towards the end. She got rattled.
Okay, so Josh.
So maybe I missed them going first. I didn't remember them doing the last obstacle with the basketball hoop and the cornhole and all that for some reason. Like maybe I just blasted out my mind and could have forgot. But I don't remember all that. So how you just come in there ringing? Got a Spurs. Oh, that's a Jordan All-Star. What is that? The 90. What was the funky color one? I forget that damn All-Star year. Okay, but this is really inspiring to do something like this. And it doesn't even have to be alcohol. Like you can incorporate kids and use this in a family reunion. I'm seeing the possibilities of this. My mother was asking me for the family reunion, like, how do we get it back funky again, pretty much? And I see a lot of this to have the kids run around and doing these different things. So I think that'd be a blast for them. It's like a manual roller coaster to the kids. So I'm seeing multifaceted things in here. Turn your backyard into this even. So this is pretty cool. We got horseshoes and cornhole. We got the little cricket set. So I can incorporate that, I guess, into the obstacle course as well. So okay, this might have more production value than I'm realizing, and I'm glad everyone has helped to inspire me in this video and everyone in the chat. Thank you. Brain freeze. I guess it really did live up to the name of it. Huh, Tom? That's funny. Back when I can remember a few times when I first started smoking, when I used to get like paralyzed on the steps sitting down in front of my building or whatnot, just super high and not being able to really do anything, losing my motor skills and my muscles. So don't feel too bad. Dang. a lot of times we have, like, hold on, what was Veterans Day, Memorial Day, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Memorial Day for different strains. Like the strains that have fallen down and been lost through the years. And it hurts, doesn't it? Like, we lost some good ones. But that keeps us going and trying to find new ones.
All right, up next we have Team Papa Bitch. I don't want that beer getting hot over there, so.
He's complaining.
I'll tell you when. I'll count you down. Getting ready. Ready, set, go. Celeste off with the beer chug. A lot of beer chug tonight. It is hot. It's about 103 here.
So yeah, they just wearing whatever. I'm saying a black team. She's got a black t-shirt on.
Take your time.
That was who I was rooting for in the beginning. This team. So I found them again.
They are very tough. You can beat. There you go. We're not playing traditional Jenga rules, but we are making it happen either way.
Okay.
You good? Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, go, go. God.
Oh, wow. She was going for accuracy and precision.
First shot is very, very clutch. You really need that. Yep. Ooh, that wind is not letting it happen. All right, go, 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 go.
Come on. Somebody got to do it. Damn. This going with the Captain America.
Oh, yeah, no, go ahead, Celeste. It don't matter. Just touch whatever you feel. There it is. All right, Josh is up next.
Okay, they about used up all the center holes. Ah! It's about to get serious.
Very tough course. Very tough course. Is she? Stuck for fourth place. Who's going last, TJ?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go, 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 go. Watch the beer pong.
Come on.
Gotta make these crucial times.
Come on. There we go. Who's going to knock the bottle off the trash can?
Go, go, go. Frisbee over here. It's all right.
Somebody got to do it, I'm hoping.
Ooh.
There we go. There we go. Oh, shoot. Whoa, he just put everybody in danger. That's the longest one, isn't it? But he put them in the worst situation. They were very deadly. They were very deadly. So, okay, if you were to do this with teams, it seems like you got to keep score. This would be like a card game or whatever, or dominoes. You got to keep score. You got to add a pen and paper along with this. So that's good to know. Well, that went without saying, Steven. Of course you want to know when he acquired it. But can you find it, Tom? Is it possible? Is that I guess the real question. Is it possible to try and find it again or something similar? I guess would be the real main thing. Because that sounds like, yeah, that's heavy duty. Like I guess that's past the THC at that point. That has to be the chemical makeup, the terps in it, the entourage effect working to get you that kind of stuck. You know, like, of course, I was talking about 90s weed when I was saying I was stuck on the steps. So I'm sure that was a lot more, I guess, effect rich than, you know, further down the line where we start going high THC, and the stuff just doesn't really have a taste and things like that. Just putting it out there, not saying that's exact, but just something I was thinking about. All right, let's go.
Did knock it off there, so it's 209.
Oh.
Yeah, he knocked the thing off.
Wait, what? Who got penalized? What did we get penalized for?
Well, she didn't knock the thing off. All right. We're
They got some funky beats up on here.
Second obstacle course to see how this comes through. We have Team Coach Papa Top. Hoping to make a big comeback.
Okay, Papa Top, Popovich.
Team coach Papa Top.
Like Spurs don't his team, and then so it's 4 teams.
All right, on your mark, get set, let's go. Chug that beer, boy.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. If the wind
I think they're my second pick. Like who's gonna come in second place?
Let's go. Let's go. 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 That was a very clutch shot. He almost kicked out.
They look experienced. They look ready. They look determined. Oh shoot!
Go. 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 Go.
You can't afford to be getting robbed at times like that, man. Come on.
Okay, now go. Go. Go.
Woo!
Jenga, Jenga.
He Captain America, Dad.
All right, you have to put the Jenga board up. Very disadvantage from the other side. Go. Oh my God. DJ, you're in a bit of a pickle, my friend, with that Jenga board. Take your time, chug that beer. Careful, careful.
Yeah, this is bad.
Okay, if you knock it over, fuck it.
So I'm wondering how many points get deducted for whoever. Like, what happened? What's the penalty for when this falls over? Because I lost that in the writing. This tells me about the editing too. You want to put faces with the teams, and then also you want to go over the rules for each event or each round
Keep shooting. The faster you shoot, the faster you move.
to reiterate it over and over again.
It's okay, TJ. No, don't turn all the drip out. It's very hot, okay? He is on to the balcony.
Oh, that's fucking nasty.
Right now,
Come on, come out.
No!
cannot get a hold of himself.
Dang. Oh, that was a cheat. He cheated.
Save you some seconds.
He moved the cup to get. Oh yeah, he cheated. Dang. Yeah, now your back's against the wall. Gee, it's over. Oh, okay. Okay. Because he cheated?
Like that, ladies and gentlemen, it could have been a more photo finish for the obstacle course.
So who won?
It was alright, we tried, we did our best.
That's all right. So I guess they aren't number 2 then.
You feeling okay? Feeling okay? Just our cheerleader.
The
It's the same thing. Kinda. It's the same thing. It's the same shit.
Kinda. Oh no, I'm not. Well, I'm adding the points up, but not the time. The times is where it matters because you could have lost by a big margin.
Yeah, he's right.
Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, this is really close for that second and third, for that third and fourth. So it is 2:04 plus 6 seconds is 2:10.
Okay.
2:10, 33, 66. All right.
Okay.
We have first place of this obstacle goes to me and Ashley, Team Spurs. So that is 4. Second place,
Okay.
Team Long Hair Don't Care. 3 points. Third place by less than 1 second. Team Popovich.
What?
Bro, like literally.
So hold on, did it work out correctly? Because I wish I could see the faces with the names just to reiterate it. Because I'm still not familiar with who's who, unfortunately.
Hey, what's good? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. What's up?
They needed name tags or something.
I'm not gonna lie. First, folks, very close race, but Team These Spurs Ain't Made for Walking versus Team Long Hair Don't Care are going to the championship round.
Oh, shoot.
Dude, this will be like the start of our new podcast. Is it recording or no?
This was good. I had to know that Tally Me Bananas. I had to know what was going on here. And so this is great. I didn't know there was a championship round. I thought this thing was about to be over. I'm really enjoying this. It's a lot of editing I see that needs to be done too. So this really helped watching this. Shoot. Why is this so screwy? I lost a real good one. Okay, so Steven, you lost a real good one when your daughter was born. I understand. Kind of stopped going for a minute and things happen. I get you. My late stepfather brought the Albany cut. Oh, Albany cut, excuse me. When I saw that, I was like, okay, he about to come Alabama. I was like, oh, I didn't know you was Albanian. Oh, my bad. Your late stepfather brought the cut and bread with DJ Short's Blueberry. Oh, wow. Real blue tea. Oh, sorry to hear that about your stepfather as well. Like, my condolences, I guess, always. But for some reason that sounds familiar. Like you had a cut of DJ George Blueberry and okay, so what would this be? Oh, it's maybe that's why I'm kind of confused because an Albany cut. Okay. But I do remember when I saw Real Blue Diesel, I was like, it sounded like I remember someone saying that before. Well, it's been you, Steven. Okay. He bought the Albany cut in 2006. I was feeding her at 14 years old. Wow. So you were 14 in 2006. Wow, okay, dang, I'm old. In 2006, boy, I was like 20 something. Let's see, hold on. I'd have been 29. Jeez, I'm old. You were 14. Gray hairs everywhere. My bad. But that is cool to know though. That is some history. It takes us places. And I'm gonna remember what you said about the hash thing. That sounds pretty interesting. Maybe like have to knead it into a roll or something. Have to knead the hash, press it, knead into a roll, and then smoke it like some kind of way. I know that's not what you meant with the hash obstacle course, but somehow incorporating hash into this one so you at least get a little taste of what it would look like and maybe be inspired by the video. Because this is like now it's doubled, maybe tripled even what I was going to do for my video. This is showing me a lot of different editing things that need to go on. The rules need to be reiterated. If there's teams, like I see a lot of different things in here. So I hope y'all are enjoying. That's all I'm trying to say. My bad.
I think so. I hope so. Let me see. I don't know shit, man.
That was good.
Did you stop it or no? That motherfucker's recording 49 minutes straight. 49 minutes straight. I am. I'm gonna start right now. Ready? 3.
That's a true soldier. He trying to get it done. One take, baby. One time in the studio like the greats. James Brown, Ray Charles. The Little River Band.
We're gonna see. We out here.
I'm sorry, I don't know about the Little River Band. I got that from the other guys. This track is catchy. Oh shoot, I forgot about the balance beam part.
He looks like a gazelle.
He looks like a gazelle.
Let's see. Kobe. Nope.
And you gotta make a shot. Oh wow, okay.
This is ridiculous. It's gonna be a close, very, very tight race.
So yeah, it's a team. Wow.
Like nothing. That was incredible.
Yeah, this was the part I was talking about to start it off with. Chug a beer and have to do that shit. So where's the drinking at? Okay, at the end. Okay, so they didn't want him to die doing it before. Oh!
Okay.
So, okay. Nice. Come on, catch up. Come back. She dropped the baton. No. Oh, she dropped the baton twice. Oh, this is terrible. Come on, girl. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I've been defeated. No. So that's JT and Jesse. Okay. Oh, wow.
Hey, to the first champions of our first annual backyard.
Oh, there's alcohol in it. Oh, nice.
I appreciate y'all. All right, until next time. We'll see you later. Peace.
Backyard beer game. Oh, I'm gonna definitely be checking for more of that. Oh, that was great. I thought that was amazing. Oh man, I learned so much from that, and I really was entertained. It's amazing what you can do with some beer, some cups, some tables, and a few willing people. That was really inspiring to me. Yeah, I'm trying to do something similar, so I really got a lot of value out of that. I got a lot of value out of that. Okay, even worse. Oh, even worse. Oh, the agony. Hold on, no, what was it? I forget what the little kid would say. Oh, the humiliation. Yeah, oh, the suffering. Yeah, the Albany cut of sour diesel. Okay, I remember you and who was talking about that. And that's extra cool. That all of y'all pretty much knew each other and were kind of in the same area. And when I was like, I found a lot of value out of that myself. I'm like, oh man, okay. We got a little biker gang up in here, a little grower gang. And I'm thirsty. So plus I gotta turn this fan on. I'm hot.
Got a higher body count than yours.
Well, should I add this to your body count?
Yeah, there we go. My fault, I wasn't able to slip away. I thought it was. Okay, so that should be better. Oh yeah, that's what was missing. Okay, good, and you can't hear it. I got the right amount of compression up here. Good. But this joint is on super high. It's super hot in the garage. I don't think it ever cooled off from the other night. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, you dumb butt. The whole point of me doing that was to change the body count. Okay, let's see if I can do it without messing with anything. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to change my slider back, too. Let me get rid of this and go. Yeah, so it ain't dramatic when I'm switching back and forth and got to go through all the brutal monkey craps. Enough vanity. Bam. On the beer number 2 for you. Yeah, I thought that was great. Now, I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm kind of curious. Let me go and get the chat up here. I'm curious because would you rather see the garden update, which, like I said, the plants are only they're under 3 feet. Let's just put it that way. Or would you like to go into plant plasticity? I did get quite a few videos on plant genetic plasticity. I know we had talked about that last week. And I took you up on the offer. You were absolutely right. That's something that I guess I hear about from time to time on the outskirts of listening to different talks. Like I said, future cannabis projects, growing with fishes, clank 'em a scoop, build a soil. They'll talk about that and genetic diversity. I'll hear things like that. Genetic drift's another one that they'll cover, but only a few talks that I've done, I think it was getting the most out of your phenotype was the name of the talk that we had gotten, and I actually still have that and have gone back to it from time to time. That's a real good reference point to talk about the different diversity in the genetics that you get. We'll always, I guess we can go to keep it easy. We'll just go to Northern Lights. There's Northern Lights 1 through 5. And same plant, but different phenotypic expressions out of the same genetic line. And that would be an example of the genetic plant plasticity, if I'm not mistaken. Gelato, Northern Lights. There's a few different, I guess, what you call it, Gorilla Glue. I don't know if that's actually true. I think Gorilla Glue might actually be the number of the plants that they got versus the generation of it versus it actually being the number of the plant. I'm a little hazy on that one, so I shouldn't throw Gorilla Glue in there, but I definitely know Northern Lights and Gelato. There's a lot of different expressions in Gelato. I guess Cake, OG, that's another one. Cake, there's so many different cakes, and a lot of them are just different expressions of wedding cake and bread with something else. I do remember that. 5,000 for the cut. I do remember that story. That was a few months ago, actually. I think I was still in the shed when you said that. And it still sounds like a lot of money, especially, you know, that's old money when $5,000 was really $5,000. Like now, what, $5,000 is like $1,000, $2,000. But for the fact that you had it that long, I think I said the exact same thing because this is how I look at something. Whatever the price is, for however many years you have it, you can start dividing that cost by that. So, you know, if something's $500, if I had it for 2 years, it was basically $250 a year. At that point, you know, how much use did I get out of it? I got my money's worth. 5,000. I mean, some people pay 5,000 for a pound or something. I guess it's some amazing, like, sent from God stuff, but they'll pay 5,000 for a pound and smoke it. The fact that he got something that could be replenished, you have memories with it, like all of that is priceless. So, you know, realistically, that's a small price to pay for those kind of memories. I understand how you feel not having it or losing it or whatever. That would really suck. Oh, that's funny. What did I do? I did something wrong. I lost the chat for some reason. But, oh. I'm sure you can find something again if you start going in those same directions. And I think that's why genetics really, like the genetic history really matters. Once you kind of know the parentage, you can, I guess if you put your heart into it, you can create the best knockoff that you can possibly make of the strain that you were hunting. You know, you can get 98% close, 99%. I mean, you pretty much got it. So I think that also gives you something to strive for, look for. It gives you a goal in life. So that I also think is helpful. Okay. So boom. Chat's better not any better. Let me load up the next video. My fault. Yeah, for some reason I did lose the chat. I don't know what happened. Okay, that's right. Yeah, okay, that's right. Where we at? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Somehow the chat got reset into Twitch only. Okay, that's why. Let me see what's up with everybody. Let me switch to YouTube. Everything got reset. What happened? I was live, but I don't know what happened. There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened to the chat. I don't know what happened to anything. Everything shut down on me. I'm sorry. I lost the chat. There we go. Back. Okay, so you want to see the garden first. Okay. Thank you. But I forgot I even asked the question. I was about to load the video up like a jackass. Probably the pheno. I was leaning in the direction of the phenotypic plasticity. I'm sure I can hear myself talking myself into that. Yeah, the garden ain't much to talk about, but yeah, let's go ahead. I have no problem. I guess it's the transparent part, and it's been a while too, so why not? So thank you so much for telling me that. That helped steer me in the right direction. I see the light at the end of the tunnel now. Thank you. All right, boom. And that's why I didn't have the mic during the obstacle course for a certain portion. I didn't even remember that part. I compartmentalized that like I got abused. Oh yeah. Oh, my dumb ass. Why don't I put this to large icons? Then I wouldn't have to like get up on it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Talk about being large and in charge. This screen is humongous. So give me 1 second to kind of resize the video. Okay, that's better. Oh, I can see this stuff. So there we go. Yeah, that's good now. Okay, let me turn the music down. I actually can't even really hear the music. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you the garden. So thank you. Yeah, sorry it's a little delay. I'm still using Caster Labs to see everybody. There we go. There goes some drinking music. Proceed to the video. Okay. Hold on.
Proteins and enzymes to help boost up the soil.
Oh, okay. It's on purpose.
Help with the soil health, proteins, vigor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. This is just like this.
Well, in the aftermath, I think it's time to make a little microbial solution. The aftermath.
Voila.
I think it's time to make some JMF, the microbial solution. We're gonna use some potatoes straight out of our diary and our rainwater. Collect a little leaf mold, got our little socks, and let it bubble.
Nice edit. Whoever did that. Nice edit.
Uncle baby.
There we go. It's better.
Uncle baby.
Yeah. My little baby potatoes. And that's all off of 2 little baby potatoes.
Oh, you can see the mycorrhizae.
I thought I edited it.
You can see the mycorrhizae up in there by the potatoes. We're gonna replant this one as well.
Yeah, the replant didn't work out too good.
Yeah, this should definitely be enough.
But they will re-sprout new potato from that one.
So that's the replant right there. put the potatoes
Yeah, it never
in another
recovered.
spot. There's some growing in front of it, just a tad bit, but trying to get 2 different spots where they grow all the time.
Yeah, that never recovered. That never did recover. I tried that on a couple different spots and it didn't recover. My fault. I tried that on a few different spots and it didn't recover. So the active plant is dead, but because there was still potato on it, you know, when that starts to kind of die out, it'll resprout new ones. So that's really the main thing. Like I was saying in this, I just want to have them growing throughout. I had sweet potatoes kind of the same way. Took pieces of it where the eyes were and buried it, and voila, I've eaten about 2 or 3. They were small, like a pickle, I guess, only about that size. But I figured they were healthier that way, the smaller they were. But they're still going, so I'm trying to get more things incorporated. It'll come back over time. Sorry about that. But I was showing you I made my own JMS.
Let's wash these off, cook them up, and get ready to make the rest of this JMS.
Oh, shoot. You still know people who have it. Okay. Looks familiar. At Iron Dax, it's hard for me to say it because it's like so many words I see singled out. So, okay, you know a guy still has it, and a Dandak. And he back crossed it a few times too, so it's pretty stable. So yeah, you can actually, I'm pretty sure you can get some DJ Short and get that and put it together.
So first I'm trying to collect 5 gallons of rainwater. Then we're going to collect some dark leaf mold and get our potatoes. And then let nature happen.
I do that here too.
Now, we are in my backyard. And this tree got cut down maybe like 12 some years ago. This whole patch is full of mycorrhizae.
Yeah.
All types of.
And like in our yard, the mycorrhizae accumulates very fast. We put mulch down out front. Back here, it's ridiculous. Any of these things, you pull it up, like half the tree underneath is sucked up with like the white webbing. But we put mulch out front like 2 years ago. My wife wanted to plant a plant out front, so I had to pull some of it back. Like once you got under the first, like I guess 1/4 inch, 3 inches of it was all like webbed together and mycorrhizaed up. So this is a real good spot for it. It took what? Temperature was high too, so I will say that, but it took like maybe 2 days to get it done.
Humic and fulvic acids. So we're gonna get ourselves a few.
I'm a jackass.
Yeah, try not to get no poisonality on pretty much the collection.
So I have a bunch of those muslin bags from brewing beer. I might have, say, like 100 or so of those, and that's where all of these are coming from. I also recommend a sock for not having that, but yeah, I got so many of those things. That's really where these are coming from, these muslin bags from brewing beer. This is for putting like flavor hops in, small amounts of coloring hop, flavoring. I said hop, flavoring. Well, hops can go in it too, but just to kind of keep the barley or the hop material separated from the actual beer liquid itself, so you don't have to filter so much stuff out.
So this is,
I guess a t-shirt would work too.
Soil portion. When you're making JMS, you want to use equal parts of the dark leaf mold and potato as the starch. So let's go ahead and get the potato pot.
Oh yeah.
Now here's my little cheat for baking potatoes. My friend's mother told me this.
I learned this in 91, 92. 91, 92, I learned it.
Just wrap the potatoes in a wet cheese. Use a paper towel, but you can use any kind of wet cloth. Just damp it up a little bit, enough to let the steam rotate through, and they should be ready. 5-minute increments, and we should have some baked or steamed potatoes.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Ah, that woke me up.
We back. Hot.
It was.
And you see how soggy these bastards is.
Yeah, but that was like 5 minutes in the microwave because they were so small.
Pretty nuts. So it's been steamed up to perfection.
Wrinkled nuts. Pruny old nuts. All soggy. Okay, Steven. I was going to plant potatoes this year, but didn't get around to it. Oh, shoot. You can do it really any time, Steven. I'm sure if you put the potatoes, like if they're already, got eyes on them that are starting to sprout, I guarantee you can put them out there, and by the end of the season, you'll have potatoes. I think what it takes like 45 days, 35, 45 days to make potatoes. So this would be prime time to do it right now, honestly. And yeah, they really, really regenerate. I want to get a mass amount that I can pull out a 5-pound bag and it wouldn't really hurt me too bad. So yeah, I'm way below that threshold, but I got these baby ones. These are baby potatoes. I'm also going to get some bigger potatoes, like the Rosettes and some other things like that. Do a few more sweet potatoes and yeah, really get it going. It's definitely not too late. This is prime time to be growing some potatoes. Yeah, but okay, let's see. We're about like September. You should have some potatoes growing. I mean, you can have some watermelon. Not watermelon. I'm trying to say pumpkins too.
We're gonna let them cool down a little bit, as well as prepare them in this muslin sock. You can use a regular sock, a t-shirt, sleeve, I guess the whole t-shirt, pantyhose, or something that can just contain what you're using. Oh, look like we need some more potato.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, look like we need some more potato up in here.
I actually went back and after I did this portion of the video, I went back and steamed another like Rosette potato, which made the soil amount I use an equal amount to the potato part. And I forgot to put salt in this too. So once I put the potato in, I remembered, oh yeah, doesn't salt go in this mofo? So I added that too. That was something I forgot to put in the video. I might talk about it, but I know I didn't put it in there. But what I'm doing, for anybody who doesn't know what's going on, is I was basically pulling potatoes out of my garden. This is like closed loop farming. I pulled the potatoes out of my garden, filled up a 5-gallon bucket of water, like cooked, steamed the potatoes so they're ripe and able to be molded, like mushy. I grabbed an equal part of the same amount of potato I have an equal portion of soil from like the oldest tree you can get, something undisturbed but is microbial rich. I added those two together in this bucket, and that is going to multiply the amount of microbes that are inside the soil, inside the water. They're going to be able to feed off of that starch. The sea salt that is in there is because that is got all 83 elements in it if it's true sea salt. So that is also what's going to help to feed the microbes. It's going to be nutrient-rich solution, and you can use it in this 5-gallon bucket will actually work to about 50 gallons in some cases. more than likely you'd want to use it at 20 gallons. 25 gallons, excuse me, 25 gallons, and 20 gallons of water, 5 gallons of this. You can go as low as 45 gallons of water and, you know, add the 5-gallon bucket in there to make 50 gallons. But this is a soil drench that spreads the multiplied microbes all over your garden. So you're basically transferring microbes from a nutrient-rich place into a place that's like a desert. But if it's already thriving, you're just adding to the party, and microbes are going to break down the elements, make the soil softer, feed the plant. Bam! You're supposed to do this in the beginning of the season, the middle of the season, at the end of the season. I did not do this in the beginning of the season, but I'm doing the middle portion.
All right, boom. I said screw it with the potato. This is basically any stick will do, but I just happen to have a garden flower tent post just to kind of balance everything, keep this in the middle.
And you want the two in the middle but separated. And it'll start to make a whirlpooling effect. But you want the separation.
But basically squeeze up the potatoes just so the microbes have access to them. Oh shit, I guess I gotta dunk it in the water a little harder. And
Yeah, then drench everything.
through the middle.
That's the microbes from the tree. And the other one is the potatoes.
These two together. And it might take 2 days, it might take 3 days, I don't know. Now, I also recommend covering this with a plastic bag or trash bag, but you want to leave it in the environment that it's going to be in. This will start to foam and bubble up, and we're going to use that to drench all of our plants.
I hope that was a good explanation. Now this was like what? Yeah, this was last week, and this was like minutes before the stream. Every time I'm late, it's because I'm like waiting for the video to render so I can do something. I was actually shooting at this point, so I didn't even get a chance to edit it up and throw it in the video. And that reminds me of, forgot my question.
So,
don't have
I was
it.
able to do something with the tree.
Now that's the dieselberry from. Now you're going to notice the two plants in particular, probably these two, I'm going to show them first, are from clones from last year. This is already bigger than the plant from the dieselberry from last year. But before I harvested everything, a couple weeks before I cut clones, a couple weeks before flower started, I took clones from the dieselberry and the original haze. Now I have the original. I'll wait till I get to the original haze part. I'm ranting.
This is the before. You can see through it a little bit more.
It's the after. Maybe you can't notice from far away, but I wanted to show it.
Keep as much of the ends as possible. But I stripped this up quite a bit. Try and bring you in a little closer so you can see. Try to strip about a good 2 to 4 inches off of most of the branches. And within a week, this will be right back to where it was.
Yeah, it will. Now, that's what I was talking about.
My original.
Now, behind. Oh shoot! I'm pointing. What I need to point that away. Yeah, behind. Behind that is the mom of that clone. This is a clone of that clone from last year. So, same situation. The original haze growing last year, I cut a clone off of it. In the back is that clone grown up. When it grew up, I cut a piece off, and that is that. So it's basically the same original haze from last year. This is just a smaller clone version.
Haze. This is taking off quite well. I'm gonna get in, lollipop that as well.
Yeah, boy. I hope the editing is decent. I didn't even really get a chance to look through it. I tried to get closer on it, but I wanted you to see overall what I was doing. Let me pause it because you're actually seeing technique now. I want to hear what y'all are. Man, my bad. Oh, cool. Oh, about the potatoes. Yeah, they don't have to be harvested before the last frost. Like, honestly, I think the ones that I actually pulled from, I really want to say I started them in the summer. Like, that's usually how it starts. There's a bunch of videos about this, but, you know, 15 fruits, 12 items from the grocery store, excuse me. There's a bunch of different videos, a bunch of different numbers, like 9 items, but different items you can get from the grocery store that you'll never have to buy again once you get them. And this is usually around the time that you have the availability to get it in anyway. So you could, it will always work. Things are growing now. The microbes are thriving. I guess the salicylic acid amount percentage in the soil is at its highest. So this would really be the time to do it. I guess the easiest way to start potatoes off is like when they're in the bag and you forget about them, then you start to see the little eyes form on them. Yeah, cut those up. Cut them up into little pieces, and each little eye will grow a whole new plant. Yeah, this would be perfect for it. Really anything. Honestly, because I was talking about the mycorrhizae and just, I guess we got a high salicylic acid amount, which is basically aloe vera. Like that's pretty much what salicylic or the weeping willow tips. But that's the ability for your plants to root in the soil. So it kind of makes sense to me. Salicylic acid is like one of the #1 rooting agents. But so what was I saying about that? Oh, so things are at its highest now. This would be the best time to do it. And I actually, I have to buy romaine lettuce. Well, it doesn't have to be romaine, but just not iceberg lettuce. Feed it to the iguana. I'll take, you know, the bottom portion and actually literally put that into the soil in the backyard with where the weed is in a shady spot. And 9 times out of 10, it'll just take off and grow. So yeah, it's the time. Ginger, anything you think you'd want to use, this would be the time to do it. I think. Yeah, go for it. Shoot, don't listen to nobody. Don't let them stop you. Shoot, what you get up off me? What you think this is? Shoot, can't nobody tell me nothing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I was trying to like manhandle it and get it to bend and separate this little slingshot. And take off unnecessary growth, because it's going to get bushy even though it's small. And because it's a clone, it's only going to grow a certain amount. But the more the merrier.
Watch this bounce back in a week. Now on to the strawberry haze.
Hit them with the... But all of them are pretty hardy. Like the stems are like thicker than... The stems are thicker than a straw now. So that is one good thing. Like I didn't get up close on them like that. And it's basically because I got a different tripod now. It wouldn't allow me to get low enough to be like eye level with it. It's still like a little overhead. But I do get a better angle of this and get it up close. But this is days of progression.
Not much. With growth, more vertical growth.
Yeah, that's a strawberry haze, baby.
Bulk them up.
And I'm mad it's not a monster.
Next, we're gonna take these lower
I wanted all the plants to look the same like that original haze on the dieselberry, but these are still very small and like just getting their footing into the ground, and we got 3 weeks before flowers start. From the shits, from the Jackson. Back in the cage. Back.
Now for the big boy.
Now that's the original haze I was talking about. That's the clone from last year, the big giant plant that I was like, you could slam dunk to get to. It was like that kind of height. I took a clone from that, and this is the clone grown up. The small one we saw I was manhandling as like a slingshot. That's a clone off of that. So it's basically the same seed continuing. And I'm just realizing that now. I've done that a few other times, but like, wow, I'm actually showing cloning, even though I'm not showing the cloning process. I need to kind of work on that. But you really get to see this is how it's done, you know, step by step. So I've tried to step out there and make my own strains, and I was so confident that I was willing to share those, not willing to share those strains, but wanted to share those strains with other people. Because I thought I like knew what I was doing. I thought I was really good, but the point is I was able to dive into some hard work, but at the end I was going to get what I wanted. And it reminds me it's definitely a different plot, but the same thing you're saying about the Albany strand and the DJ Short Blueberry. And you know somebody who's pretty much got the cut too. Backlost a couple times. Opportunity will knock another time. No, that's from the Rocker. Yeah. The company wants to sign you. You just got to drop the drummer. He's the heart and soul of this band. We are not dropping him. He's the one who named us Vesuvius. Yeah, you're right. I'll just tell them no. They wanted y'all to open for Whitesnake, but, you know, opportunity will knock again. So that's where I'm getting it from. I'm not really trying to be that smug, definitely, but it reminded me of that line. No, I think it's well worth investing your time into. By working with that line, it reminds you of your stepfather. You're kind of tapping into history and tapping into that memory. I don't think anything's wrong with that, and that sounds like something that's definitely admirable and worth delving into. It's worth the time. Oh, this is my jammy jam. I love this one. I ain't heard this in a minute. Maybe 3 weeks? No, it's been longer than that, I think. Yeah, it's been rough trying to pump out videos. So yeah, you can see it now. This is okay. So that's the thumbnail. Oh shoot, I stopped it on it though. Right around here somewhere is a thumbnail. But this is what I wanted everything to be right here. I wanted everything to be about this bushy, and I'm very disappointed that it's not, because I figured I was going to finish around like 9 feet tall plants, especially with how early I put them out there. But I think honestly putting them out there so early is what hurt me. That's where this purpling is coming from. I leaked the spoiler alert. There's purple hues on the plant. Spoiler alert, my bad. Hope I ain't ruin it for y'all. But of course, that's what I'm going for with a few of them. So that's actually a good thing. And I figured that would be inevitable. Y'all figure that out. The Dieselberry, I'm hoping for a purple hue on it. I'm surprised at the other two that actually do have purple hues on it. This is actually the original haze purple phenotype, which I still haven't seen purple on yet. Because is it Stevens or Wild Bill who has the big bud phenotype from Authentic Genetics? Skinny, how you doing? A Strikeout Hold on, Skinny, my fault. A strikeout is when you take a shot of liquor. Hold on. Yeah, you take a shot of liquor. You take a bong rip, hold in the smoke. Then I would have to like finish my beer. Then I'm allowed to blow the smoke out. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Cheers. My fault, I was just having an internet issue. But this original haze really gets jungly. And yeah, you're gonna see the transformation. I try to speed up as much as possible. There we go. Now you can kind of see through it a lot more. Yeah, how thick it was. I don't even know if you can really notice. But I did try and do it before and after.
And I have taken quite a bit off of the main.
Yeah, okay.
fingers. Left a lot of breathing room. Open up the main stalk quite a bit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Skinny. Thank you, Skinny Frags. All right, thank you for following. I appreciate that.
And some silica.
So this is just the main reason it keeps me going with doing this organic type farming is the fact that you just buy so much bulk material. It's very cheap as compared to something else you would buy. My coworker is actually, he's growing, which is a surprise, but he is talking about, yeah, just buy this like $180 like regimen. I forgot who it's even from. And then he like, I spent $80 on Dino Myco and all that. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really into spending a bunch of money for it. Like I'm trying to, I guess, grow as cheaply as possible, but not only that, excuse me, not using a bunch of chemicals, realizing the benefits of what nature can do and replicating nature, also feeding the plant, basically what I'm able to eat works kind of the same way. So the reason that we're using the malted barley is just for the proteins, enzymes, and the fungal power. It's like 51, 31 different fungi, which will help with the plant health and cut down on any kind of mold. It'll kind of counteract, beat out the mold that would screw our plants up, help feed the microbes, and give it just a bunch of diversity of what is available to eat. So I'm doing the real big push now to boost up the plant health for the most part, because we're within 3 weeks of things going into flower. So really we're just trying to pass the torch. First we get it out the seed, then we try and let it grow, then we keep it extremely healthy. So once it transitions into flower, healthy plants throughout its entire life, no problems. Start healthy, end healthy. Here we go.
This is full of fungi.
Okay, let me talk.
Boost up the soil.
Oh shoot, heck yeah.
Help with the soil health, protein, vigor.
Did you notice that I had to put the hold on, Steven. You inherited a bunch of bag seeds? Holy crap. From the oh yeah, you were talking about that like last week. That's where you found the skunk. Yeah. Which is a different skunk than Skunk One. So I'm glad like it actually has a Skunk One title on it so you can differentiate. But you're absolutely right. And I'm guessing that it probably does look like the Acapulco Gold for the fact that if I'm not mistaken, hold on, this is what? What the heck is this again? With this one? Oh, no. You were talking about the original haze. Yeah, so that's what Afghani, a Mexican, and a Colombian. So I'm assuming the Colombian is Colombian gold. I think I've actually heard that specified, but not always. And the Mexican, there's no telling what that is. I know Oaxacan was very popular, Oaxaca, Mexico, but also Acapulco Gold. So that also could have been the Mexican as well. So I'm just going to say perhaps it is Acapulco Gold, and this is some of where the characteristics are being pulled out from, since it reminds you of it. Oh, that was the wrong cut. That's the diesel breaker, sorry. Just making sure it's all over the soil. The silica helps to, I said the silica, it's rice hulls, which basically break down into silica. Now you can mix this, I got this from beer as well. You mix this in so it's just not clumps of barley stuck together like mud. This actually helps to have some point of separation, and it helps for easier drainage. But the same way you can actually put this in the soil, it will break down, but it adds a bunch of silica. I prefer to just throw it around on the top and let the worms and microbes do the rest, using it as a cover crop as well as food. So let me see right here. Oh, this is my Jammy Jam too. I like this one because it's so lazy. Now that's the skunk one. And I really honestly thought this it would be taller than the ladder by now. But the ladder is probably, is it 3 feet wide? Maybe a little under, like 28 inches, 30 inches wide. Yeah, probably 30 inches wide. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it's not too much shorter than 3 feet. But yeah, the skunk one isn't there. And like right over this, oh shoot, you can't see my hand. Right over this Jerusalem artichoke is the other skunk. And that's even smaller.
And our Panama red right here.
And this is on the other side of the skunk one. It's behind it. Once I take these Jerusalem artichokes out, like it'll have a better overall view. But I'm trying to actually get a chance to use them as a pesticide. Well, kids scared me. Strawberry haze and the original haze behind me.
Now I think my favorite, the neem and karanja powder.
And that's why I think I don't have a lot of pests, because of that. The neem and karanja powder is really what I think helps with everything. I understand what the bricks meter or the sugar content of the plant helps to make the pest invisible, but there's only so much, I guess, natural immunity can do. That's why we take medicine. So adding these extra elements to help with the immunity, the fungi is going to help combat the good fungi that's going to combat the bad fungi from the beer malt, and the proteins and enzymes that are going to help break things down. The chitin from the BioLive, that's going to help to boost the immunity of the plant, which I guess would be like like airborne zinc and vitamin C. It's like a little boost of that to the plant. Then also the neem and karanja powder, which most people know of neem oil. And the best way I can explain it is neem and karanja powder do what most people, I think that neem oil does by itself. From what I understand, neem and karanja powder put together are 50% more powerful than just neem alone. So that's why I really love the concoction of those two put together. Organic, I guess they're more like of a nutrient base nutrient, but it would be like a 3%, 5% nitrogen. But really for the immunity to keep the pests from being able to lay eggs and larvae moving around in the garden.
From the seed, a little bit of kelp meal.
And kelp, yeah, 83 elements.
Liberally spread this around.
Like kelp is of course seaweed. So basically the premise of like the sea elements, the sea salt and the kelp is everything that all the elements that are on earth are within the ocean, and these things are built off of it and collected. So using it will unleash whatever, you know, you are what you eat type deal. And I think that using salt-based, not salt-based, but the JMS has a mild amount of salt in it. There's also, once these flowers start to get put on here, I'm going to be using, what the heck is the crap called? It's JLF, sea salt, and no, it's FFJ, excuse me, FPJ, fermented seawater. It's fermented seawater, that's what it is. Fermented seawater. So it's sea salt, FPJ, what the heck is this shit called? And something else mixed together, but it basically bulks up the flour. It's like creatine or whatever. It helps it absorb water and basically bulk up and get fluffy. Use it 2 weeks before flowering to it. Kind of funny, almost like how growers recommend the, what you call it, where you wash the crap out and only feed it water to try and get rid of the chemicals, which isn't true. This basically is used in the last 2 weeks to kind of suck things up versus push things out. So that's kind of a funny reverse theory. Two different ideologies, what I'm trying to say.
Using the kelp meal, we're going to use the JMS.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Phosphate, we're going to need that phosphorus.
I'm sorry, Steven, that is what I meant. I'm sorry I'm reading that late. I was talking too much. That is what I meant with, yeah, I thought you meant the original haze. Look like the Acapulco Gold, and I was saying that could be possible because I believe original haze is made with a Colombian, which could be Colombian gold, a Mexican, which could be Acapulco Gold, and an Afghani. Now I'm assuming what I said, Oaxacan and Acapulco Gold were like very popular for the time when that was made. So you're probably seeing the Acapulco Gold, the Mexican, coming out of the original haze. So I'm agreeing with you. You have Skunk Number 1 by Cincy Seeds. He was hoping to find a dirty sock pheno. Now I wonder about the skunk one. From what I'm expecting, from what I've read and I'm built up in my mind, I'm going to get like a very orange citrusy type smell. But I'm going to be very impressed with the way it grows, and the buds are going to be very worthwhile. So I'm expecting a better version of the original haze buds. Like the original haze, a lot of it was basically my thumb. That's most of the size of the buds I was getting. It was pretty uniform. The main cola was maybe double my thumb. So like 2 thumbs width and 2 thumbs high. Can you see? Oh, shit, I can't see. 2 thumbs. Oh, no, you can't. So yeah, here. So the original haze buds was like my, there we go, like my thumb. Then the main cola was like 2 thumbs wide and 2 thumbs high. How am I doing? There we go. 2 thumbs high. That's like how the main cola was. But most of the buds were like this. So I'm expecting the Skunk 1 to be like a better play on that. And the buds will all be like the 2 thumb buds. Like just really tall and kind of thick, somewhat dense. Half pine cone, I guess, is a better way to explain it.
And we're doing this early. Almost forgot the Azamites.
Yeah, I forgot that was even in there. I got like 5 bags of that shit.
Getting rid of the pest, feeding slow release nutrients to the soil. We got chitin, which is going to help boost the plant's immunity and boost those terps. Nitrogen, phosphorus, trichoderma, mycorrhizae. Yeah, let's just get it all done.
Yeah.
Virtue is doing something. Try to go through the whole bag, baby. Don't breathe it in.
Yeah, don't breathe it in.
And azomite is supposed to be, it's a trademark term, A through Z mite. So it's kind of got rock phosphate.
Yeah, I couldn't think of no elements. That was yesterday.
Mineral that comes in rock will be in the form of azomite. So we're giving it superpower push because in about 3 weeks, July 11th, July 14th, the plants are going to flip into the flowering mode, go into their stretching. So we're going to try and get them as healthy as possible to coast into the flowering process. Yes, baby.
Yeah, baby.
The mean makes the rhymes with power.
Bio Live and everything. That's like my favorite. If you remember when we watched the Brown Guy 420 video, who was growing outdoors in the big, like canvas bags in the field, that he was saying during flowering, he would add Bio Live and make FFJ out of cantaloupe, let it ferment, and then use that during flowering.
Cruising, baby.
The chocolate kush, I believe. Yeah, it was flying everywhere. So the dieselberry again. Yeah, I tried to hose it off, it didn't work.
Now we back here with the strawberry haze. And we can
For the
kinda
gauge
see a little
off.
bit of purpling up in there. It's been some pretty cold nights, been raining for the most part. But
Oh, I did edit it up close. Shit.
Right there.
This was this morning.
We're gonna give him a little pinch
It's like 7 this morning.
and move him out the way. Bring him down. He still got some separation to do.
Yeah, big time. I wanted to take some leaf off, but I think it needs it to really grow. But I was trying to, like, some of the bigger leaves are blocking the bud branches.
And there goes a strawberry haze.
What did I say? Oh,
You
okay.
can see how this original haze, you can kind of see through it with all the lollipopping we did.
Yeah, I want to show a better detail. I wanted to show a better detail of what I did. Yeah, we were doing a lot of weeding in the garden, so that's where the like cover comes from. I'm trying to. Oh, where am I at? Thank you. I'm trying to make a mound from the rain spot that comes off the garage and have it slowly trickle. It's like a half circle mound that will trickle into the rest of the garden. I'm trying to build the back part up, but I'm trying to make this connect to that portion of the ramp so the water will like kind of trickle around, keep everything wet, like a long, slow incline. The highest point being the drain spout, and then it slowly gets lower across the whole garden. But I'm building it up to that point. We're almost there.
The main stem. Now this is a clone from last year, but all this lollipop and all these extra sites that don't have anything is forcing all the growth hormone and energy into the top of the plants.
Yeah, I didn't even know I could
They're
see it as
forcing
well.
energy into the top of the plants. Just want to give a little squeeze Trying to break that inner membrane.
Exactly.
And what that does, squeezing it, makes it create a knuckle, which is able to support way much more than it would be from the natural growth of the stems coming out. This actually gives it a little bit of a hardening spot at certain points, such as our fingers, and that adds to the ability of how much it can support. But it's like the biggest one we have out here so far.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I'm expecting some great things.
I'm almost sick of original haze. I still probably got like a pound and a half of that shit.
In all this glory, it's getting there.
Where's the other one?
All of these are probably about 2 feet high about now. Got about, 2-3 weeks to go before the stretch starts.
Yeah, you can really see how small it is compared to the ladder. Like I said, the ladder was 30 inches wide, and it's about like 6 inches off of that, so about 2 feet. That's what I'm figuring. Even though it's got all these bends and whatnot, so it's not, the height I'm counting is where the height is at right now. Not necessarily like if the plant's bent over, wherever the cap is, that's what I'm counting as the height. And I expect it to be a lot more than this.
So these will definitely double in size. We're at least going to end up with 5-foot tall plants. And then, I'm going to come on over to the Panama Red.
Yeah, and that, talk about coming back. That shit was puny and wasn't doing nothing. But that's the spot where all the best, that's where the original Dieselberry was grown at, the OG Kush and the Strawberry Haze.
Smell the funk.
Yeah, the smell was ridiculous. It was very, I don't want to say gassy. It was like a very indica smell. I was really expecting more of a like piney smell, which I did not get. It was very dank, kind of musky. Not necessarily fruity, but it was actually very similar to the, what smell like that? Not the skunk, because the skunk still smells kind of chlorophyll-y when I pinch it. The Strawberry Haze. But that was grown right next to where the original haze and the Colombian were grown last year, so that's very active. But yeah, this the spot. This grew the original, the OG Kush and the Strawberry Haze clones. Probably that spot is where the Strawberry Haze grew, and right over that rock is where the original OG Kush grew. But that's what made the Dieselberry, which is in there. I wish I had the Octane Haze and the original Haze. Is what I mixed with the children of those three. But this was a hell of a comeback. That lower branch for like 2 weeks was the size of the entire plant, and it's just as bushy as the Chocolate Kush, which is very indica, like 80%, 90% indica.
You can smell.
I did keep it in there, sweet.
Trying to get some separation.
Okay.
Get these plants supported.
Definitely.
And ready to.
Thank Tech. How you doing, man?
Budding that's going to go on in about 3 weeks. That's our Panama Red. Now we can take a look at our JMS.
Let me.
Would you look at that?
We almost finished.
And ready. So about 30 grams of sea salt, about a handful of potatoes, about a handful of dirt. Put them in a sock, or I actually have a muslin bag right here. Suspend it over the top of the bucket. Give it about a day or two, and you'll start to see foam and activity. Now this will foam up like a beer. But this is early in the morning, about 7 in the morning. So we're gonna go ahead and water this down. I'm gonna take about 16-ounce solo cup, pour that into a gallon of water, and apply this to the rest of the garden.
Voila. That was beautiful. Almost teared up there. There we go. Yeah, shit ain't working for me. So let me go into this because you were dropping a knowledge bomb over there, Steven. I can't hear the music. I just want to hear it. This keeps getting reset. Okay. Yeah, I guess everybody left the house because I see my frames are coming back. There we go. So now let me jump into this. All right. So, Steven, skunk one all over the place. You can find cheese, dirty socks, pine trees, and oranges. Grapes, candies. There's also a lot of bland phenols that don't smell at all. Okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I thought it was pretty much like locked in at a certain point. That was also part of like the skunk mystique, that it was just this homozygous plant. It was the same thing every time. But I hope that was good enough. I'm hoping I'll go one more because I'm going to Lollipop before, like probably July. I'm going to Lollipop it one last time before it goes into flower. No, well, not one last time, because after flower, I'm going to Lollipop as well. But the second to last time before it flips to flower, I'm going to Lollipop it again. I'm just trying to let everything grow a little bit more. I'm a little disappointed. It's looking like just a quarter pound yield from each plant, and I was hoping to get like really a pound off of each plant. So I'm very disappointed with that. But like I said, I'm thinking maybe because I put it outside so early, thinking that that was going to give me an edge in it acclimating to the soil and growing. It probably actually hurt me because it was rains literally 3 weeks out of 4. I got zero sun and it was probably spending most of his time trying not to drown or whatever. So that was my mistake. You can probably try and follow a human schedule, but nature's going nature, baby. And yeah, it didn't work out for me. This is, like I said, I want to do a soil test at the end of the year, figure out what's really going on. But I hope everything is going well for everybody. I hope that was a decent little update. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been going on with. So still keeping with the natural farming. Got the tree out the backyard. All of that is kind of fixed. Now I'm dealing with the stuff outside of the backyard. Well, outside of the garden. Sorry, that's still in the backyard. But I'm not going to complain. Like this is my third attempt in 2 years trying to grow the Panama Red. The last 2 times I did it last year, one seed didn't sprout. The other one got just out of seedling stage, then a slug ate it. So I was actually surprised this year to see I even had a Panama Red seed, and it slowly but surely actually is working out. So let me go ahead. I remember now the plant plasticity. So we can talk about, like, that was a good segue there, Steven. You were talking about skunk one and how many different phenotypes you can get out of it. So that goes into the plant plasticity, or the genotypic plant plasticity, the many different ways that a strain can express itself, depending on the environment. Well, I guess phenotypic is the environment, the genetics, and just how it acclimates to it. So I do have a video on that. And I'm gonna go ahead and cue that up real quick, then we get a little chance to chat it up, enjoy ourselves. And unfortunately, I cannot remember the name, what the hell it is. I hope it's not video playback. All right, let's see. Cannabis. Oh, that's the long one. How long is this? Oh, 34 minutes for both of them. I got some that are like 2 minutes and 5 minutes or something. It'll kind of be an easier little jump in. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Here we go. Exactly. The exact video on the exact subject, and it's short enough for us. Go ahead and crank this screen up. There we go. Perfect. Video is queued up on specifically plant plasticity. So this should be very intriguing to hear, and I'm looking forward to it definitely. All right. Let me see what the chat's saying before we jump into the next video. Keep it pumped in. Pump me up. Oh, cool. Okay. Here's the 2-hour mark. We're in the house. Baby. No. Let me go ahead and finish this beer real quick. I just want to make sure. So we get our body count correct, baby.
Got a higher body count than yours.
Well, should I add this to your body count?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me change it. I want to change the music too before we go. Because I hate the fact that this keeps resetting every time. So what do I want to get into? We can go back to the original so I can hear my jams. How about that? Yeah, no, I don't want to hear the ad. Yeah, there we go. The original jammy jam. There we go. Now let me fix it so I can actually hear it and be pumped up. That motivate me, get my blood going. Get me in a drinking mindset. There we go. That got me in my drinking mindset. Let me fill this up. Let me go ahead and get into the next video. Crack these keys. Oh yeah, baby.
The folks you see in this picture are two NASA astronauts who also happen to be identical twins. On the left here, this is Mark Kelly. You can see his name on
Sorry
his
about that.
patch right over there. And then this is Scott Kelly.
Okay.
And the reason why we want to look at these two astronauts in particular is to think about genotype and phenotype that we have been introduced to in other videos. So just as a bit of a review, when people talk about genotype, they're talking about the actual genetic information encoded in an organism's genes. So if you go inside a cell, we have chromosomes, and then on those chromosomes, they're long. Each chromosome's a long stretch of DNA.
Oh, we came
and
on
then
one
sections
piece.
of that long stretch of DNA will code for various things, often usually various proteins. But there's a difference between what information is in one's genes versus what actually gets expressed. The observable characteristics, that is phenotype.
Okay.
And two people with the same genotype, they might have a very similar phenotype, but they won't necessarily have an identical phenotype. Because above and beyond the genes affecting phenotype, you also have the environment affecting someone's phenotype. So as you can see here, Mark and Scott Kelly, they're identical twins. They have the same genotype. But if you just look at their facial characteristics, you can see that you could tell the difference between the two. And it's not just the fact that Mark has a mustache and that Scott doesn't. We could draw in a mustache. You would still see that they look different. And that's because their bodies developed in different ways based on the environment that they happen to be in. And this idea that the same genotype could result in variations of phenotype, this is known as phenotype plasticity.
Okay.
Phenotype plasticity.
So plant plasticity, genotypic
one of the
plasticity,
most extreme experiments ever conducted
phenotypic
on
plasticity.
NASA was intrigued to see, well, what would happen to the gene expression if Scott Kelly spent an extensive period of time in space while his twin brother didn't. So they looked at how their bodies expressed certain characteristics before Scott spent an extended period of time in space. And then after he spent that time in space, they studied his body. and they saw that there was differences in the mitochondria, differences in which genes were expressed. In fact, there was a 7% difference in the gene expression after the extended time in space for Scott. So that's an example of that space environment changing Scott's phenotype. And the NASA scientists theorized that it was a low oxygen environment. There was a lot of carbon dioxide in that environment. There were stressors from space travel that would have affected how the genotype, which is identical to his brother Mark's genotype, how it might have been expressed, resulting in the phenotype plasticity above and beyond what other changes in phenotype between Scott and Mark accumulated over the course of their lives, despite having the same genetic information.
Okay. I hope that all made sense. I hope that was processable. But yeah, pretty much it was just saying they are obviously two different phenotypes of the same genotype. And they push the phenotype, the environment, even further onto the genotype and observed even more differences between the two twins. So that's very interesting. So that goes into what I was saying about trying to replicate going back in time and getting the old strain from the 90s that the stepdad had. What am I trying to do? My body count. Chat. Okay, there we go. I'm dumb. Okay, so structurally, skunk one always looks the same. You can definitely look at one, recognize it as skunk one. At least at least you can. Well, they can all smell, but they don't all smell the same. Okay, that's interesting. And I don't want to say I know because this is actually my fault. This is actually my first time growing it, but from as many times I've seen it grown in magazines, I think I got like a 50-50 shot of identifying it off the first shot. So I can believe that. It was relied so heavily upon in the 90s because of its structure. So I'm sure it's very recognizable. I would not be surprised. Thank you, Steven. So I got more crap. I definitely got more crap. I blew the weed out of my pre-roll, like the cone. I was trying to light it up, like, blowing smoke in and kind of inhale, exhale real quick to get the cherry to spark back up, and all the weed flew out like it was a spitball. And I was just trying to collect it all and see if I could stuff it in on the fly, but nah, I'm gonna need one of the stuff sticks. And so, we'll start from scratch, baby. Matter of fact, yeah, let me go ahead and get this queued up. So I can't say what I'm about to say because I'm about to say something that's serious, and serious about to say something. Shoot, I messed up. There we go. All right, cool. Back to where I want to be. Got to get the right video because now we can progress and go on to something further. Go a little deeper into the dive. That was just to wet your whistle. Where we at? Where we at? I got that too. Oh, nice, man. Oh, shoot, I got a couple good ones. I'm the man. Okay, cool. Same difference. Same thing. It's another little short banger. Staying on topic is about plant plasticity as well. Yeah, so boom. We'll just learn about the different conditions you would do. And I guess it's the same thing with people who actually commercially breed seeds, talk about the different stresses that they'll put the plants underneath. So you will get to see all types of different expressions and how a plant will react under different conditions, different environments, as far as temperature goes, as far as lighting goes. So I can only imagine, I mean, I guess it would be the same thing as what a healthy person and a malnourished person, not only the difference between a malnourished and a healthy person in, say, Oklahoma, but a malnourished person and a healthy fed person in New York. you know, there's going to be a difference phenotypically. So it's amazing just what you can get out of one plant. And, you know, taking, if I'm not mistaken, Triangle Kush to the West Coast, and it becomes OG Kush from a phenotypic expression. Something like that. What the hell? Triangle Kush and something was bred together, so forgive me, my math is off. My math's wrong. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I'm jumping ahead of myself. What I wanted to do was get everybody to fire it up. I didn't even put my beer from number 2. We on beer number 3. Oh shoot. What a foam monster. I don't want to drip on my good sweatpants. Extra foamy. But, hey, give me. Getting kind of hot, sorry. I didn't expect it to be that warm, and it was kind of gross.
I just like the sound.
But, cheers. I'm going to fire it up, and...
I want to thank each and every one of you for being here with me today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You too, lady. Every one of y'all.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Everybody's firing up just to make sure. So we can go into the next portion of our phenotypic, genetic, plant plasticity talk. It's another little short banger for you. Just want to make sure everybody get up. Oh, wrong one. My bad. I knew that. Oh, yeah.
Another way to consider how organisms can vary from environment to environment is in terms of phenotypic plasticity. With phenotypic plasticity, you have one genotype, but you have potentially more than one phenotype that could result from that genotype depending upon environmental conditions. This essentially means that you've got alleles that in one environment or under certain environmental conditions display one phenotype, and under another environment display a different phenotype. One uses the term reaction norm to describe the range of phenotypes that can be associated with a given genotype.
Okay. That was a hard pill to swallow right quick. But if I'm not mistaken, no. Okay. If I'm not if I'm not mistaken, he's basically saying, so an allele is basically with the genetics, genetic expression, if I'm not mistaken, like a phenotype is an allele. So normality, a phenotypic normality comes from a plant, I guess the same cuttings acting the same way under the same conditions, even though the same plant in another environment will act in a totally different condition, but still coming from the same plant, you can still achieve a normality from the same plant being different and being in different locations, expressing itself different and being in different locations from the same plant, and still have uniformity. So wow. So basically 3 different phenotypical expressions out of the same plant. Okay. The other plant is in New York. The clone goes to Texas, expresses itself in expression B. The New York one is expression A. You take the same clone from the mother in New York, take it to California. Now we've got expression C. which is 3 different expressions from the same plant due to the different phenotypical or environment expressions that it has, but you can still achieve normality in those 3 different expressions if under those same conditions they repeat the process of what they already, basically establishes a new strain or a new allele.
Note that I'm showing one allele here, the little a allele, as displaying a lack of phenotypic plasticity going from environment 1 to environment 2. Allele big A, on the other hand, displays one phenotype in one environment and a different phenotype in the other environment. I'm not showing the phenotype as fitness, so this doesn't mean that we've got a difference in fitness where there's a decline here versus here, but it is showing that whatever the measure is, there's a greater similarity between the little a allele and the big A allele in terms of its phenotype in environment 1 versus between little a allele and big A allele environment 2.
Okay, so we had talked about this before with the main reason I was thinking of that came up with this was this all makes sense that a plant in different environments would express itself differently for the fact that it's dealing with different types of pressures. And I'm thinking more so in a pest or bug situation, that the pest that it's trying to fight off on the East Coast is not the same pest that it's trying to fight off in the West Coast. So therefore its terpene expression is going to be a lot different because it's trying to kill, it's trying to fight with weapon A against enemy B. It might not work. You got to fight enemy A with weapon A, and enemy B with weapon B. So therefore will fight with 2 different ways, 2 different phenotypical expressions. Damn, that sucked. That was a horrible explanation. What the heck? I didn't mean to start it over.
Another way to consider how organisms can vary from environment to environment is in terms of phenotypic plasticity.
We gotta listen to this again.
Plasticity, you have one genotype, but you have potentially more than one phenotype that could result from that genotype depending upon environmental conditions. This essentially means that you've got alleles that in one environment or under certain environmental conditions display one phenotype and under another environment display a different phenotype. One uses the term reaction norm to describe the range of phenotypes that can be associated with a given genotype.
So reaction norm, that was the name of it.
One allele here, the little a allele, as displaying a lack of phenotypic plasticity going from environment 1 to environment 2. Allele big A, on the other hand, displays one phenotype in one environment and a different phenotype in the other environment. I'm not showing the phenotype as fitness, so this doesn't mean that we've got a difference in fitness.
Oh yeah, we heard. Oh, so this was done basically.
Decline here versus here, but it is showing.
But I'm looking right here.
Whatever the measure is, there's a greater similarity between the little a allele.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I'm so drunk and dumb that I didn't realize that the video looped itself. That's what stopped it. But I thought I did something wrong when I pressed play, but no, I probably stopped it on 1 or 2 seconds left. My dumb butt. So I hope that explains a lot, and it makes a lot of sense. And that's also, I guess, why I tried to not only grow indoors and outdoors when I was breeding, but I guess also those are 2 different conditions, temperature-wise, and trying to acclimate the plants to really everything. I figured it would give the potential future customer the best bet in growing and not having any problems with whoever's trying to grow the seeds not getting what they expect out of it, especially when I get to the point of real descriptions and time frames and flavors and effects and heights and so on and so forth. There we go. I forgot I muted the music. I was wondering what happened. I thought it was playing for y'all and wasn't playing for me. Gotta turn it off when I start playing the video. Oh yeah, about 220. All right. I get you. So what I am about to do is, let's see. I feel like laughing, but I also would like to see a little contest. We're gonna watch a little street trivia if you don't mind. I feel like hanging out. We watched the obstacle course, the Plant Plasticity order. I'm trying to see. Okay, we watched the garden video. Okay, so I fulfilled my quest. All we got to do is end on a good note. Hi. And I not ready to do that quite yet. Since we made it this far at the 222, now it's 223 mark. We might as well go ahead to the 3-hour mark. So, would you like to see, kind of keep it funny? Because I have another challenge where it's like the dude, what was it? I've never tried this challenge before, and he's got like a fistful of bong prepackaged hits. Like he just gotta put the bong, put the stem in, light up the bong, and he can go into another one because they're already prepackaged. Would you care to see the smoking challenge, or would you prefer to see what the heck was the other option? The whites only. Like, oh, y'all don't know about that. The end on a good note portion. It depends on y'all. If y'all want to get out of here, we can watch a little funny clip towards the end. I would prefer to watch the smoke challenge though. Like, it looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna look into the chat real quick. Your real skunk fades yellow under high pressure sodium, but fade purple red under LED. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's different in what nutrients it pulls, because when you say it yellows, it sounds like, I know usually that's like a nitrogen problem, a yellowing of the leaves. So I wonder if it's able to pull the nitrogen out of the plant a lot better. And you're saying like purpling red of the leaves. Purple, besides being natural, I don't know what does that, but the red, isn't that like iron and like boron or whatever? So maybe that's being more remaining in it, leading to the leaf color. I wonder, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I never really got the multi-shade like that. Yeah, I usually just get the yellowing of the leaves. I never really got the like purpling leaves or the red leaves that I'll see in High Times or anything like that. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Okay, what's up, Twitch? Thank you so much. I just thought about that. I don't know, how's the stream going? We dropping frames. Okay, we getting better at dropping frames. So let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Because I want to see, High Times just got bought. I'm going to try and pull up an article about it, and we'll check it out. I just put in High Times and see what I get. I probably should have put in acquisition. Okay, I didn't even know about this. Let me let y'all see what I'm saying. My bad, I'm being rude. I'm being extremely freaking rude. I didn't even set this up. Let me set it up real quick. But I haven't actually used this in a while. What? Oh, I was about to say, how do I do that? When did I get rid of the window? I just decided I'm just not going to show articles no more. Oh, yes, I don't got to do nothing.
I just like the sound.
Okay, yeah, it's good enough. I'll fix it when I'm doing it. So cool. All right, so y'all can see what I'm doing. Boom. So I'm Googling High Times, and this is something I didn't even know. So just so we seeing what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying everybody's saying the same thing. Okay. I didn't even know this. This is an article from April 15th, 2025. It's the end of High Times magazine. So what I wanted to actually look at was, I heard they just got bought. I don't know anything about that. Okay, so they're being modest with this one. Oh, AC Coalition. Yeah, I hope this will get it to us. Oh man, come on now. This ain't what I'm looking for. No. I'm doing a bad job of searching. Or maybe because this ain't Google neither. High time. 3.5 million. Okay, that's just kind of how I saw it. Michael, Bing sucks, man. If I can't pull up none of the articles, thank you. So I'm going with this one, because they were talking about some High Times papers besides just a magazine. Okay, sorry I gotta read, but marijuana brand High Times to return with a $3.5 million acquisition. I can't use that because that's all hotkeys. Okay, Raw Rolling Papers founder Josh Kesselman and Matt Stang, a former co-owner of High Times, paid $3.5 million to acquire the marijuana-centric counterculture magazine and brand. The all-cash deal also includes the Cannabis Cups, which will be reintroduced with third-party judging and zero pay-to-play involvement, according to the Tuesday's news release. The revamped Cannabis Cup is expected to return early next year. Okay, bam. So let me be able to see y'all, because I'm actually on the page right there. So let's see. Holy crap! The leaves almost turn hot pink. Oh, I kind of get what you're saying. We have a lot of those, I guess, more New Englandish trees, so we get quite a hue. I guess those are cypress trees that'll kind of do that too. Get like a darker red, like a darker. The cypress trees don't want to look like fake weed plants, but don't get that tall as far as tree goes that most people have in their front yard. But I get what you're saying about color variation. So that's interesting that you even observe that yourself without, having your name in the paper or whatever, unfortunately. But I thought it was interesting to tell High Times just got acquired by the Raw Rolling Paper. So I like the story that people were already in the business of smoking. Former High Time owner himself mixed with Raw. That's perfect. And they want to add legitimacy to the Cannabis Cup. That's another thing that I really appreciate. That from what they're sounding like, no pay to play or whatever, they want to make it legit to do the Cannabis Cup and bring respect back to it. Because I know that from what I was reading, I wasn't even aware that High Times had the reputation that it had in its latter years. But it was somewhat of a joke, and it was held in high regard back in my day. So it's amazing, I guess, what a decade to 2 decades can do to you if you aren't serious about something. So let's go back in. Okay. 18-year-old stoner Josh would be in complete disbelief that he would be bringing back a piece of history that has displayed such an important part of culture and impacted many lives, including my own, Kesselman said, the Raw brand owner, based in Phoenix. Okay, I didn't know that. I know the company is based in Phoenix, but I thought he was in Spain whenever I seen any kind of Raw advertising. So maybe they just met him there. Maybe he went to the plant. There you go. It's a real, a small part of giving back to the community that helped make me. High Times intellectual property was put up for sale earlier this year when its parent company, Los Angeles-based High Times Holding Corp., entered receivership last April. Kesselman and Stang said they would rebuild a digital platform to host cannabis podcasts, experts, and community voices as it commemorates the brand's 50-year legacy. Nice, man. They will bring back the print magazine and limited run collectible editions according to the release. That's smart. I don't go against that. So hold on. The fact that I was doing that shit earlier. Where's the cursor? Okay. The fact that I was doing that, you was seeing this, right? I forgot to lower the freaking thingy. Let me lower that. And then actually let me switch spots with this. Yeah, you go up. There we go. No, we don't need that. Go back. I didn't know you was just missing that. Okay, so yeah, you fine. Now that I know this, let me enlarge it just a tad bit. There you go. So hopefully now you're seeing exactly what I'm saying. And are y'all even excited about this? But High Times is bought by Raw, and they about to bring back some of the prints. I guess like, you know, the 50th anniversary, you know, the Christmas edition, things like that, little collectors ones. And they're going to switch the podcast and kind of become more current. I guess get out of totally magazining and come into the digital world. That's cool that it'll do that. I'm really impressed. Oh shoot, my bad. Okay. I'm being messed with on Kick. Okay, my bad. I got hyped for a second. Sorry that I moved over. Chill on that. Yeah, sorry that I moved over. My bad. Oh, it's hot pink in color. That's cool. So let me go ahead and try and at least read a little bit more so we can get a little more of the story. Hopefully this is done. Okay, it looks like we're halfway done. Oh, we are done. Stagg said he and Kesselman are positioned at High Times as the authority on cannabis and psychedelic. At its heart, this is about reigniting the passion of longtime fans while inspiring a new generation to carry the torch forward. I can't be mad at that. It's about sharing, connection, and honoring the culture we love so dearly. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's actually pretty nice. So let me, okay, yeah. Okay, that was actually pretty nice. I know what I'm doing now. Cool. All right, so that was short but sweet. So yeah, I can only really do that in a live. I guess I can chop that part up. So where was we at with that? I was like 220. Alright, well, my bad. I guess I can make that a short or something. But that was cool. Now I got, oh yeah, perfect. I got the little end on the good note portion, the funny part. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the High Times. I must say because of I guess me not needing it so much for growing tips, it's gone from a looking for advice into something I haven't done, then to using what they taught me and applying it, to not needing them as information anymore. Cannabis becoming legal, and it's not really such a like secret thing, which adds to it, I guess. Everybody's doing it. It's not just you're, you know, kind of in the select group as much anymore. I got older. Bookstores have kind of gone away, and I just don't see it as much. I'm sure everything went online, but like I said, I really have no reason to get to anything. If I want to see a celebrity, which they would interview, I just watch TMZ. If I want growing advice, I go to a forum or watch a video or something. So they slipped through my fingers, and I wasn't even aware, I guess around April, that it was the end of it for High Times. And luckily within a quick amount of time, some real players stepped in, which was Raw and a former owner of High Times itself. And they want to do big things. They want to be reputable again, be the authority that they used to be, and bring the Cannabis Cup back. This fly is killing me. Hold on one moment. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Much better. Now I can breathe. Now, I'm actually going to set up the next video. That was a lot of talking, my bad. Even though I realistically read 3 paragraphs. Ah, much better, much more lovely. So anyway, here we go. Boom. Let's check it out. Let me get this video together. And I thank y'all for joining me, being here as always. I really appreciate it. We are going to get the funny part together. I saw this, like Monday, something like that. And I was like, oh my goodness. I think everybody would appreciate it. This is perfect to end on a good note. Okay, so where we at? And I forgot the name of it though. I always forget. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And I hope I really don't have to restructure everything. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Everything's structured great, ready to go. And I see I'm very, no, I'm not very close to time my record, actually. I stepped off. The reading slowed me down. I'd have probably had like 3 or 4 sips. We'd be down just a little under halfway. I'm missing about an inch of beer drinking up in here. I'm gonna try and play catch up right quick or something. Here we go. But this is something I found very comical. With the state of, I guess, the world, the way everybody tries to act like they're offended over everything. This clip here is perfect. It's ironic. It's a cliche. It is kind of witty part of the times. And how if you're really caught up in the situation that this gentleman is in, how most people would react. But I think it's total satire and it's totally funny. Let's get into this part. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tom Michaels, and I want to invite you to my new laundromat, Whites Only Laundry. We specialize in only washing in white laundry. so your linens, socks, and undershirts will look fresher than ever. By focusing just on white laundry, our prices are 25% lower than the other guys.
What do you think about this so far? Oh shit. Dropping frames again. Quite a bit. What do y'all think about this so far? Okay. You're not a fan of the owner of Raw. I'm not really eager either. He's like a homeless Mick Jagger and with a Liberace spirit, just to put it nicely. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of him either. He's like the real life Austin Powers or something. But I hope this this is making you laugh. This killed me when I saw it.
Plus, get an extra 10% discount by singing our slogan at the register.
White Tony.
Hope to see you soon.
White.
Hi, it's Tom again from the laundromat that's been in the news, and I really want to apologize. I definitely should have realized that the name White's Only Laundry sounds is racist, and that was not my intention at all.
It is
But
racist.
We've changed the name and fixed the problem. White's Only Laundry is now No Coloreds Laundry. It slips across that we can't wash colored clothes without any of the racial connotations of whites only. Plus, to make up for our terrible mistake, come on in before Friday and you'll get yourself a free t-shirt. Just don't wash it here because it has all these colors on it.
No color.
Hi, it's Tom again.
He's really beat.
I'm so sorry. I feel terrible.
He's really beat down. Society, he went through the ringer. He went on Twitter. Oh man, they took his spirit the first time. He had to change the name. Came back the second time. He looked like he got mugged right before they turned the camera on and said, "What? Fade in."
Terrible.
Fade in.
Obviously, changing the name only made things worse, and neither one of those are appropriate names for a laundromat or any business or anything. But I'm gonna make things right. First, for the African American community, I've installed a special side entrance so that you'll know you're definitely welcome in my laundromat. Also, I've set aside separate but equally powerful washing machines exclusively for your use in the back of the laundromat. Although they still only wash white clothes. And this time, to ensure I don't upset or disrespect anyone, I'm naming it after myself. And since my sister just...
Hold on, I'm sorry. Blacks, this was the part that made it really, really funny to me. I love how weird it was. Okay, blacks can come in the side door. I actually think it was the back door, so like I was a little thrown off with that one. But blacks, you can come in the side door. We've got separately but equal powerful washing machines for you. You blacks wash in the back, but it's still for whites only. He went Jim Crow on him. I love it.
Had a baby. Everybody, come on down to Uncle Tom's Laundromat. Remember, whites only, no colored, and blacks enter through a special side entrance.
Blacks through a special side entrance. When is that guy gonna learn? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Oh, I need that now, but I put the palate cleanser in that. Oh, I thought that was freaking hilarious. Oh, that was too funny to me. There we go. Little bouncy. I made a little better. Little bouncy, little better. Little better. Yeah, I hope that was extra funny for you. So yeah, I'm gonna wind it on down. I got another little video. I guess we could watch the challenge if you want. The smoke challenge. I definitely think that could be entertaining. We can also say that for another time. I can get a few little competitions there. I also have a street trivia if y'all want to check that out real quick. I'm not sure exactly how cannabis centered that is, but I'm definitely going to watch that shit. Yes.
I cut up the watermelon. Do you want me to bring you any?
No, that's okay. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you later.
Okay, y'all have fun. I'll call you when I'm done. Okay. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan on the raw at all. Okay, I haven't bought a single high time since 2000. I didn't even think of it going on in 2017. It was like totally out of my mind at that point. Last one I bought was the strongest strain of 2017, Godfather OG. Was coming in at 34%. Jeez. Yeah, and I think we've kind of realized at that point that a lot of these numbers ain't really real. And that's unfortunate. I think, our best bet is to grow our own. We like what we like, not trying to chase the hype. And what did you do to achieve 34%? Because it seems to me that weed is only going to do a certain amount. Like I've seen 31%. I've seen that. I understand. I've seen it naturally too. I guess, what was it? Notes. What the fuck was the shit called? Dry farming. Dry farming, where they basically, the only time that they watered it manually was when they transplanted them into the ground. So once they transplanted the plants, they did their little water regimen, soaked it in, helped to try and soften the blow of the transplant, and then it just grew naturally. If it rained, but they didn't add any water by itself, and they were getting 30%, I think. This was a few years ago. I saw on one of the Future Cannabis Project Harvest Festival, something like that. But you like what you like. Like, okay, let's just say you're finding, I don't know, cinnamon phenotype. Yeah, maybe you can't get it past 18%, but you ain't really getting cinnamon on for 34% or 28% stuff you're finding around yourself. So it's all on personal preference, baby. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let me see at least. Let me at least look and see how long this. Let me go ahead and see how long this challenge is at least, because I am very curious about the either the street trivia or the cannabis competition. I just want to time it, and that'll kind of help me know what we're going to do for next week too. Oh, I got another drinking competition. Who's the man? Yeah, I'm using the whites on the laundry. I don't think I'm getting rid of that. We'll break that out every 2 months. So yeah, what's the street trivia stuff? Oh yeah, we got 4 minutes. So then what's the challenge about? Where we at? I just passed the shit. Okay. The toughest challenge he's tried this year. 36 minutes. So we gotta wrap a show around that one. Okay. Keep this grower friendly. Got you covered. I'm sure some of y'all are growing outdoors, but I figure some of us are growing indoors as well, so I do have a video for that. I've been sitting on this for about 2 weeks. I should go ahead and break it out just to kind of share as much knowledge as possible. That's what you do? Okay. All right, fine. Okay. Yeah, and then I'll play the street trivia right after this. And I realize now, I don't know if y'all noticed what's been going on, but basically someone is suing some streamers for pretty much not really reacting to his video and trying to purposely direct traffic away from that person, which has made me rethink how I do things. I'll play a video and walk away to go to the restroom or something like that. Now I'm scared. But I'm like, the alternative is just do a chair stream, and they make fun of people for doing that too. So I don't know what the compromise is. But we about to end it. Yeah, let's check this video out, shall we? I want to teach you something. Besides that, oh, you pumped me up. And then basically the gas is CO2. That was cool. All right, that's why I got the hotkeys. I already got that program. What's wrong with me? That was the easy way to make a little CO2 boost. Now, I think what the person in the ambient air is about, I think 3,000 to 5,000 parts per million of CO2. Plants can take up to about 800 parts per million of CO2. And it should be at certain segments of the grow. That I'm not as familiar with. But I thought that little tip would help for anyone who, I'll be honest, the reason I don't keg beer, I bottle beer, and bottles still scare me because some of them have exploded on me. I just haven't been home to experience it, or I leave them in the cardboard case that it comes in, and that helps to muffle the blow, like somebody jumping on a grenade. But I've been home and like, yeah, beer's been on the ceiling and whatnot, and then it's all like broken glass. I'm like, what is the iguana doing? Oh, it's not the iguana. That was the beer like exploding because it's like too hot. There's too much yeast in there or too much sugar left over, because basically you brew the beer, all the sugar goes taken out of it. The yeast eats it up. It's spitting out CO2 while it's eating. Once that stops and there's no more sugar, you put each of them in individual bottles. You make a sugar mixture to add just a little bit of sugar to revitalize the yeast. Add that into the overall beer that didn't have any more sugar in the yeast ate it. It's all alcohol now. Once you put that in each individual bottle, that mixture mixed with the beer, the leftover stuff, it will carbonate the bottle. Most commercial people actually, they take the stuff, they don't add the sugar mixture to it. They put a CO2 tank up to it and carbonate it that way. Like let it CO2 go through it for like 24 hours. And basically it gets so much that it basically gets absorbed into the beer, and that's where the bubbles come from. Now, there's a lot of pressure that comes in there, and a lot of gas messing with it, and it kind of scares me. So if you don't want to mess with tanks to get CO2, this is a way to get CO2 into the tank if you want some kind of boost. I'm not exactly sure how many parts per million is going to get into the air, but it will be at least a week of consistent CO2 output. A week or two, possibly. So we'll go into the next portion. My bad. I almost got lost. I forgot what we was doing. Got lost in the sauce. No. Fool. Oh, that's because. Okay, I get it. That's because I didn't do the studio mode right. I mean, this should be a lot smoother by now, but I'm definitely inebriated now, and I'm taking a wild guess. It has a lot to do with the heat and me sweating this week trying to get the shed and the garden in order and all that crap. It's been like 90, it's supposed to be what, 97 a day? It's been in the high 80s. It's been brutal out there. If you don't get it done by 9 a.m., forget about it. That scared me. So what is this called again? Street trivia, oh man. So I guess this is realistically what we ended on a good note on. Bong, got that perfect. Where we at? I can make it, right? Yeah, I'll be fine. A little street trivia. Now, I'm not sure of the difficulty of these questions. These might actually be cannabis questions, I think. I think these are cannabis-related questions, so I might be wrong about it not being cannabis-related. But, yeah, I think this is a good game. I don't know how I stumbled upon this, but this is like the stuff I would like to do. I'm not sure the legality of doing it, but these are the type of games that I would like to invent. We talk about the obstacle course. You were talking about the hash obstacle. We talk about beer challenges. So this is along the lines of doing that. I remember hits from the street. What I need money from How High. He had a little show on BET that he would go around to college campuses and play different characters or ask different questions. Street Smarts, I had showed you that before. That got me a strike, hurt my video. But this should be fun. This is cannabis related, I believe. And I hope we all enjoy. It's raining. It's been 2 days of no rain, but we've had overcast if it hasn't rained, but we've been getting off and on rain like 3 out of 4 weeks it's been raining here. We had a very horrible May, and I'm wondering because of how humid it is, if that's going to also hinder the plants from growing, and it's instead of having to like sweat the day away. Okay, so where we at? Let's go into a little trivia.
Today, we're on 72nd Grades in Southwest Philadelphia, and we will be giving out eighths of za to whoever can answer some trivia questions correctly.
Ooh, that hurt. I'm gonna bring it back because I was a little low.
Today, we're on 72nd Grades in Southwest Philadelphia, and we will be giving out eighths of za to whoever can answer some trivia questions correctly.
What? That didn't work. I was trying to lower that for you. I muted out.
With today.
Oh, you here with Yak? You already know who it is, man. None other.
Okay. So today we got 3 trivia questions that I'm going to ask you, and if you answer them all correctly, you get a free eighth of some za.
Okay. So I figure we can all enjoy this together. We all can answer the questions along with this dude playing the game or whatever. And the excitement of somebody winning some za. Imagine walking down the street. Maybe this is pre-planned and everything. I don't know. But I'm just envisioning in my head in utopia, in a perfect world, this dude's just walking down the street and you see this guy like, hey, you want to play this game right quick? Kind of the same way with the It's Complicated channel. They'll just meet people on the street in Vegas or whatever and start, give them a questionnaire. But this is an actual prize versus just a volunteer basis. I'd love to be in. I wish somebody would do this for me. Sheesh. You have an idea.
That's great. I love some free za. You heard?
I heard. So, first question I got is, how many grams is in an eighth?
That's 28.
How many grams are in an eighth? And he said 28. He's a little low. Let me pick this up a little bit. How many grams in an eighth? And he said 28. Now, I know he's probably just thinking the wrong thing. But, geez, he's off. It's 3.5.
Okay. What year was marijuana criminalized?
1937.
1938.
Good.
All right. Everybody gonna know
What
that.
year was marijuana recreationally legalized?
I want to say
Like 96, 94, 98.
98.
Good. Well, none of those are correct.
Which one was it?
It's 2014 for the recreational.
Oh, rec. Oh.
Criminalized in 1937. It was legalized medically in 1996.
Okay, 96 medically in California. Okay. But recreational 2014, Colorado and Washington.
Recreational cleared in Colorado in 2014.
Okay. I'm 66% on the jump shot, man. Hey, fuck it.
That's terrible.
I got the weed and there's some za, so tap in.
Got my bag of weed now.
Who are we here with today?
John.
Here we go.
John. So today we're having a trivia quiz.
Okay.
The winner gets a free eighth of some za.
So he is walking up on people. He's just finding people on the street, walking them down, and like, okay, and he's in Philly, so okay. I really would like to be part of this.
Can't have it now. So, are you ready for this quiz?
Go ahead.
One chance.
Go ahead.
All right. The first question is, how many grams are in an eighth of weed?
He must not be too far from where the first dude was, because he was like, yeah, I just want some weed. For real? Where? That dude over there. So that's where this dude comes right walking through the shot, and he's like, I'm trying to wait my turn too. I want to play.
Okay, 3.5. My second question is,
It's like early Saturday morning.
marijuana criminalized?
1937.
Nice. He remembered.
What year was marijuana recreationally legalized?
2014.
You can't have lived through these things and then be able to get the stuff. You were there. It don't matter.
Exactly. Yeah. I was thinking. Dang, they got people on the street hitting them up. Oh, that's his ride. Okay.
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay, so today I got 3 trivia questions.
It's the same ones?
Marijuana. You think you're good in that field?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go.
Got a tweaker in the back.
How many grams are in an eighth of
It's the
marijuana?
same questions. Okay.
3.5. Okay. Second question I have is, what year was marijuana criminalized?
You don't know it. He's shit. Told you ain't know it. 1950? What did he say? 1950?
1970.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking that. It was like, he going to say the 70s probably.
What year was marijuana recreationally
70s.
legalized?
70s. He was probably born then. I'm old.
6.
Correct. So you are the winner. The winner of this quiz gets a free eighth. Are you interested in the free eighth?
Yeah.
Not at all. I don't smoke weed.
What?
I appreciate it, man.
He did it for the love of the game. Wow. Wow. That was interesting as hell. I'm sad it was the same questions. I thought we were going to get like a few different variations of things. But that was still cool to me. I'm happy about that. I thought that was pretty decent for real. And I enjoyed myself here. That was a better way to end on a good note, I think, than the first one. So let me go ahead and see who's up here in the chat before I get up out this Camperero. everybody out here. Let's see. We got them kickers. Okay. Well, no, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you, Steven. I want to thank you two. I want to thank Wild Bill. I want to thank Dank Tech. I want to thank Tom. I want to thank Rumble, Twitch, Kick. Everybody, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. You have a great week. Oh, and I'll be here tomorrow, 6 p.m. for Monkey Biz Monday. Ooh, ah, ah. Y'all enjoy yourself. Thank you very much for coming in. Where we at? I don't see you, baby.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Don't be such a square. Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Let's go. Smoke herb to the head.